showtime.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to Weekend for Williams. Let me bring down the music here. We are live. We are live from Orlando, Florida. Welcome. And actually, I'm going to bring up this one over here.
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, make sure that your computers...
Technical difficulty.
Make sure your computers are all set to silent. Hi, everybody. So I guess the best thing to do, I'm looking to make sure that people are seeing. Are people seeing? Yeah, hopefully people are seeing and hearing us. All right, so we are here for Weekend for Williams. This is the third time we've done this.
It is.
Third time we've done this, and this is the end of Williams Syndrome Awareness Month. And so we thought, what better way to send Williams Syndrome Awareness Month off than to just like hang out in a house in Orlando and have a goofy, silly amount of time and hopefully raise a little bit of money, maybe raise some awareness, do all sorts of fun stuff for the Williams Syndrome Association. So who the heck are we? Who are these gorgeous people and this bridge troll? We are 5 members of the staff for the Williams Syndrome Association. My name is Joel Listman. I am the Director of Family Support for the WSA and the proud parent of Bennett, who is 15, who has Williams Syndrome, and he is the best. And then...
Hi.
Oh, that's right. So you may. Sorry, Sarah. Thank you. So we are broadcasting both in like a horizontal platform. We are also, if you are on Instagram or on YouTube, you are seeing us in a vertical. So right now it's just Joel, and he looks like and then there's Sarah. So if you see us leaning in,
John,
I think maybe what I'll do is for this, while we're introducing each other, I will go and tweak the camera and turn it a little bit so you can meet everybody on the vertical feed as well. So I am Joel. You've met me, and I've already talked way too much.
I'm just going to turn side.
And we're just getting started, really.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah Schaefer, and I'm the Executive Director of the Williams Syndrome Association, and we're super excited that you are joining us. And we're already, I'm trying to remember that the camera is there, not there, so look there. I am a proud parent to Matthew, who is 23, who has Williams Syndrome. Hopefully at some point in time he'll get to watch, maybe hop on. We'll see. Okay, we'll pass it off.
Hi everyone, my name is Paula Martinez. I am the development manager, so I oversee any fundraising initiatives like walks and golf tournaments. The very, very proud parent of Enrique. He's 9 years old, Williams Syndrome diagnosed. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
And then we're going to come over here.
John Kent, I'm the VP for Fundraising and Communication. Been with the WSA for a couple of years, and I was a consultant video photographer vendor for about 20 years prior to that. So I've been around for pretty long time and love being here on staff and being here today broadcasting.
Hi, I'm Laura Spinney. I am the VP of Programs and proud parent to Michaela, who's 27 with Williams Syndrome.
Woohoo! All right, so that is, oh boy, that was a very unflattering angle of me right there. Okay, hi everybody. So what are we doing here? Well, that's a very good question. And if you know the answer, please tell us. We are here to rate. That's number one. I just said to the gang, how many times if I reach for this mouse, do I think it's going to work with this computer? But this mouse works with that computer. See, this is high tech. This is the kind of high quality production you're going to get for the next 10 hours. Here on Weekend for Williams. We have a wonderful group of guests joining us. We have parents, family members, people who are helping out in the community, people who are doing studies in Williams syndrome, looking up all sorts of things. And then we are going to end day one, because this is a 2-day thing, because we just are that much of a glutton for punishment, that we are going to end with our social club, which is for adults with Williams syndrome. So we will do that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it is Social Club After Dark. And that'll be fun. And so you'll get a chance to meet a whole bunch of people with Williams syndrome. And, you know, throughout the day here, we also may may randomly reach out to some people and have you on. So, but what do you say we quick start with where we're at as we are fundraising?
I think that's
Yeah.
All right.
So where's our thermometer?
Okay, here
so.
is.
What's our goal? for
So-
May?
I don't. You're the executive
Ah.
director. I would like to think that I could.
Well, I do know this was a test.
Yeah.
That was the first
Oh,
one.
well,
Yes.
yay! Failed.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So our goal this year was to beat what we did last year in May, and our goal is to raise $125,000 in May. So we've got a good, strong start, and we've got
All
some work to do this weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
All right. So here's what we're gonna We're gonna show you where we're at on our way to $125,000. And so here's the amount. And I guess drum roll in your head, please. And it is boom. And there it is.
Go,
And again, go at $32,983.
Okay.
So that's a good starting point. You know, that's just fine. And so we have, we have 2 days. We're going to see if we can get that thermometer, bump it up even more. I actually personally really like this angle right here because it has. Again, this is the anti-bridge control camera angle. So all right, here we go. So we are joining you live from Orlando, Florida. Why Orlando, Florida? Well, because Sarah and I just returned from camp in Georgia. She lives here in Florida, and Paula lives here in Florida, and Laura is soon to be a resident of Florida. And John and I, we just go where the action is.
We bring the action to
Yeah.
where it needs to be.
Yes.
And I live in Nashville.
And I, for some reason, live in Minnesota. And I know why I live in Minnesota. I love Minnesota, and we have great summers. And come visit us in 2028 when we have the convention up there. That'll probably be the only time we mention convention this entire weekend.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not registration deadlines this weekend or anything. And we were in camp in Atlanta, in Georgia, so that's close to Florida. So it was convenient to come on down here.
Indeed.
We broadcast live from Atlanta last year. Had some really fun live guests in studio with us, meaning at our lovely Airbnb with us, and we'll have some a few live guests with us this weekend. This seems to be a very popular weekend for travel.
Yeah.
So we didn't get everybody we were hoping for in person, but we have a packed lineup online. So that's the beauty of technology, is we can have some people here, we can have some people online as well. Let me see how if we gave them the total, how do they give?
That's a very good question.
I mean,
Luckily, this if you are ever in need of knowing how to give, we have a scroll along the bottom that is filled with chock-a-block full of information. You can give by, if you are watching us on a device other than your phone, well, then you can scan that QR code, and that QR code will take you right to the Donate in May WSA in May donation page. If you are watching on your phone, or just you're somehow anti-QR, you're part of the anti-QR code cabal, you can just text WSA May, right? Did I get that right? WSA May. And there it is right on the screen. Or you can text weekend, but we're going to go right now with WSA May because that's what's on the screen to 71777 and donate. Donate till it hurts.
We are one $93,000 check away from hitting.
Right.
So
And
if
look,
you want to
shut
just
this thing down right now and go
if
back
you
to your
are
weekend?
already tired of us, then if you have if you've been saving $93,000 for a rainy day,
It is
then
a little rainy. Here
it's a
today,
little
so-
rainy here in Orlando.
make it rain.
And
as they
Right.
say.
we make it rain. I will throw this out here now, and I will reiterate it. If anyone at any time gives a single donation of $1,000 or more, if they would like to, I'll jump in the pool with my clothes on. I mean, I'll just do it
live,
and
on
we're gonna.
camera.
So we're also throughout the day we're going to go do the pool report, where we will go down to the pool here at our Airbnb. Airbnb.
ABCD yep, camp.
Camp at our Airbnb here, and we'll just check in and see what's going on at the pool, and see what the weather's like here in lovely Orlando. So so we will have some guests coming up, and I just sent the link off to our first guest because I realized she was the one person I didn't send a link to. So
Well,
yeah,
Rocky
that's
Star.
well. There you go. It's a great running oil machine here thing. Whatever. I can't speak. All right. So, what else is going to be happening this weekend? We are going, like I said, we're going to be joined by many guests. We are going to be talking about the many programs that we have going on at the WSA. Some like literally just launched this week. So we have a couple really exciting things to talk to you about. We're going to have some of our consultants and people that we work with to help better the lives of all of us. Someone scanned the QR code. I didn't know he was going to let us know that. That's really cool.
yeah.
We are running, you know what, let's just give a shout out, even though we're paying them. We're not getting this gratis, but maybe next year. Restream.io. That is what is allowing us to stream on multiple platforms at the same time. And boy, and we're literally learning things about it as we are watching it, because it just popped up and said someone scanned the QR code.
We've got some cool shadows that we're casting behind
Yeah,
us.
we
do.
It looks like
We
Mystery Science Theater back.
Yeah.
but yeah, well, we have real lighting, so because we wanted to make sure everyone saw every wrinkle, and and look, we got a big fuzzy microphone.
We got high tech this year.
You would
from
think-
last year.
You would just by looking at this. I mean, some of you saw the countdown of what was happening there. I forgot to pull up. Let me pull the chat back up here so people in the room can see what is going on in the chat.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, I'm terribly sorry.
Go
Someone is
Packers.
trying to derail this whole broadcast before we even get going by throwing up some Go Packers thing. Zach Lopez? You throw a
That
Go
was a little-
Packers in there? I mean, come on. I have to exist for the next 10 hours knowing that within the first 9 minutes someone was shouting out the Packers.
That's right.
Oh,
I see.
yeah. Let's talk to our people here in the chat. Here we have Mandy Mahoney. When are we going to find out the next trip is going on? Well, Mandy is referring, of course, to our adventure seekers who are our trips, and we do these trips from time to time. Some of them are just for adults with Williams syndrome and their families. Some are total family trips. And we are going to have hopefully some news on one possibly coming up that is sooner than later. And then, but as you know, most of the time we do our trips in off convention years, which of course would mean next year, and we will announce that. I don't know, probably at the convention. It's usually when we announce those trips. I think that's when we announce the cruise.
That's what we have done lately. Yep,
Yeah.
last couple.
Let's see. Tayden, I'll get to that question in a moment. Actually, wondering how to get on the Zoom meeting for the Social Club After Dark. Social Club After Dark, you can go to williams-syndrome.org/social club. Scroll down a little bit, and there's a big button right there that says join the Saturday night social. You also can go on the Social Club page on Facebook, and it's right there. You can also, if you have the Thursday night meeting saved in your bookmarks, you can just use the Thursday night. That will get you in, and that's one of the many, many ways. Aaron O'Neill joining us from Scotland.
Whoa.
Which is great. We have El Paso, Texas. Yeah, if you want to throw into the comments where you're watching us from,
Roll call.
with the exception of Zach, you can. Because frankly, Zach, come on, man. And let's see, lots of people saying hi. Jeff Eisensee, Brennan Lemieux, who you will see a lot of Brennan tomorrow on the show. Ben Moncaba, some of you may have heard of him.
Big Red.
Big
The best,
Red.
my favorite clown.
Toby Akbis, Tim Yoder.
Excellent
That's-
impersonation.
Yep, that's Tim.
Excellent.
Tim has his own sound effect for the Social Club. California, Josh is saying is here and ready to have fun in Buffalo. Well, I guess that's as good a segue as anything. Oh, Washington State, Massachusetts, Norway.
What?
Annette Svensson
Wow.
from
welcome.
Norway. Fantastic.
Norway is in the house.
Norway is here. Arkansas, Burlington, Vermont, Scotland, Virginia. Jeff just donated
Jeff.
$100.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, wow.
Awesome, thank
Talk
you.
to your mom, and if she adds a 0, I'll jump in the pool.
He jumped in the pool with his clothes on last night for free.
But
Why
that
is
was
this
yeah,
video
because
going
well,
on?
I had to QC the pool. I had to make sure that it was.
Yeah.
Brantford, Connecticut, of course. Brendan, Mara from Rock Island, Illinois. Mara, I once spent a year in Rock Island, Illinois, working at the Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. I did such shows as Oklahoma, and there's another one, and I can't remember because it was very, very long ago. Connecticut is here. But Tayden asked earlier, what kind of activities are we going to do in Buffalo, New York? Well, that's a very good question. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, Tayden, you're wonderful. Thank you for saying such nice things in the comments. For those of you who are seeing what Tayden Larson is writing, go ahead and let that be an inspiration to you to also tell us how wonderful we are.
Modesty is Joel's best
Oh,
quality.
wow.
We're putting up with him. We're
Zach!
living with this guy.
Zach! Phelps, Wisconsin! I said, Zach, you weren't supposed to share.
He's in Florida.
He's in Florida,
Where?
also in Florida. No, of course I'm kidding. The Packers have to have fans. And, that's a thing. Anyway, so the activities in Florida. What Tayden is referring to, of course, is our upcoming international convention, Williams Syndrome Convention in Buffalo, New York, which you can still register for. You can still sign up and go. And while a lot of parents and caregivers and other professionals who are there, we will be in sessions learning about stuff, learning about the latest research, the latest science going on in studying Williams syndrome. We will be talking about best practices for IEPs and all of our stuff for our littles and our babies and infants and stuff. We also, the adults, teens, kids with Williams syndrome, they get to go and essentially take over the town of Buffalo and turn it into what some would call a stampede of happiness.
Very good.
I
Thank you
feel like
for
John Kent might call it
Yeah,
that.
John
actually.
Kent might call it stampede.
Thanks
of
for the plug.
You're very welcome. Stampede of Happiness available on Amazon Prime.
$2.99.
$2.99. And it's $2.99 well spent.
Anybody
Yeah.
rents it, all the money goes to the WSA.
Yep.
All the money. Yep.
Yep.
And Bellevue. Zach is in Bellevue, Florida.
All right.
So anyway, so what are the adults and teens and everything? Well, one of the things I know we're going to be doing, one of our guests later on today, Darcy and I are cooking up maybe a game show, a live game show that that the adults will get to play.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think the teens maybe. When will research
yes,
info
the
come
teens.
out? Luke asks me.
Closer to convention.
Mm-hmm. Portugal's in the house.
This is an international broadcast.
It
This
is
is
an
international.
international
We are
broadcast.
going worldwide.
We
Yep,
are.
yep.
Listen, that's
Um,
exciting.
Good
Who
times.
knew?
Thank you. Well, thank you for joining us from all over the world.
Literally.
And
So great.
it is, we may sound like we're making light of everything, but we're not. We really appreciate any time anyone wants to spend with us on a Saturday. I hope it's lovely where all of you are. And so what else are the adults going to be doing while in Buffalo? Well, of course, we're all going to Niagara Falls. Heard of it? It's a
You
big
and
giant
me,
hole
yeah.
in the ground with water. And
That's
I feel like I might be underselling it.
just a tad. Just a tad.
It's so big.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
Nope. Too
Too
early to go there.
Yep, too early. So there's museum. I know. Well, museums. I mean, I say museums, and that may be like, oh, I don't want to go to a
No,
museum.
cool museum.
No, like there's like this rare car museum that is like just chock-a-block full of super impressive like old sports cars. Let's see, we have what else is there?
Chicken wings. There are lots
Chicken
of
wing.
chicken
I
wings.
don't know if you've heard of a buffalo wing. Some say that the buffalo wing is from Buffalo.
Go figure.
And it's wild.
Okay.
Not that one.
Wild.
I want to. Oh,
There will be pizza. There will be wings. There will be. We're opening at a big party down at Canal Side in Buffalo. So there'll be food trucks there, ice cream, a carousel, DJ, a bounce house for the kids. We have exhibit night where we will have some entertainment there and all kinds of fun things to do. We're going to a baseball game where we get a private little block party before the game. That night at the game, it's Christmas in July, so we'll have all kinds of fun stuff there. We'll have a dance, as we always have a dance. We're going to have a fun photo booth at the dance that you can come take your pictures. You'll get that photo digitally. I cannot remember the theme of the dance right now, but it's a party animal kind of theme.
Certified party?
Like dressing like leopard print. We'll get that out to you. What else are we doing? Bingo, karaoke every night. We're going to have a social club lounge for the adults with Williams syndrome, where each night there will be live music, there will be games, there will be arts and crafts, there will be places to sit and chat. During the day, Joel mentioned some museums. So depending on which group you're in, there are a couple really cool museums that we'll be taking turns going to. We're going to head off site to have some fun activities. Joel mentioned a game show. We've got a couple cool things off site and lots of neat things that are coming into the convention center. It's hot everywhere we go now in the summer, and that's starting to become the challenge of like, going out and doing things and taking the 6 to 12-year-olds off site to camp. It's not cool anywhere anymore in the summer, if we're honest. So we're getting really creative with things that don't make it so you have to go out in the heat every day. But we will be going off site multiple days. We'll give you all those details, many more of those details as we get closer to convention. We're going to save some cool stuff for a surprise when we get there, but
Mhm.
lots of activities. So if you have not registered yet, registration for the programs, so all the individuals for Williams syndrome from teeny tiny to adulthood, and their siblings under 18, that cutoff for those programs ends tomorrow, May 31st. So we've got to know what our numbers are so we can make those final reservations. And so then we can tell you what all the things are. So if you have not gotten registered, make sure you get registered for those programs by the end of tomorrow. And you and like 1,500 of your closest friends can come hang out with us in Buffalo, because we will be truly taking over the city.
I did want a quick thanks to a translator app here. Thank you, Jose Pedro Alves del Tunes. I'm from Portugal and I have a 37-year-old son with Williams syndrome. Well, we welcome you and are so happy that you are spending a bit of your day with us. Is that an L or an I? Is that Clavenstellers? So what's the next thing for people with Williams syndrome? Well, what's next? What's the next thing? Well, next thing is convention. That's for people with Williams syndrome. And then after that, for adults with Williams syndrome, there's Camp Blue Skies, which you'll hear a little bit. Pardon me, you'll hear more about later. We usually do some sort of trip in the off convention years, and we'll have that going on. The thing is we're always looking for things for our people, our loved ones of all ages with Williams syndrome to do, because we know that, we know that this world isn't exactly, oh my God, sorry, Brendan. Remember convention-dration. Remember to drink water because it's going to be warm. And Brendan also coined the phrase convention-dration. So we will have that. We're always trying to come up with new things and reimagining older things that we've done as programs and as things for people with Williams syndrome to do. We have our virtual offerings. We have virtual support groups every month for parents and caregivers. We have the Adult Social Club, which is 2 times a month. And we have a brand new Teen Social Club, which meets once a month right now. You can find out all of that information at williams-syndrome.org/social club. And let's see. Kelly Sue Martin is asking, I have a question for everybody. Will there be a list of researchers coming out soon so I can sign up for their research projects?
There will.
Yep.
The key at this point in time is to keep an eye on your emails and watch the website, and we'll make announcements on social. So at end of May is kind of the time where we're wrapping some things up, and then we can get a lot of information out. So just watch for that. There will be a list of researchers, the list of sessions, the list of programs that are happening, and what you're doing at the programs. All of that will start coming out more in June. So watch your email. If you don't get our emails, that means you're not a member of the Williams Syndrome Association, or your membership has expired, or you changed emails, or whatever that might be. So joining the WSA is free. You can just go to our website at williams-syndrome.org, and at the top of that site there is a big button that says join, and then you can fill out your information. If you're not sure if we have your recent information and you're already a member, go on there, do the same thing. There's a little box there that you can check that says I was a previous member or something similar to that. That'll help us match. Way to go, Joel. You're high tech. So we so high tech that it made me totally derail. A little button that says something like I've been a member before, and that will match up your old information with your new information, and then we'll make sure we have your current info. Fabulous.
Yep.
I feel like the weather I heard was humid in Buffalo. It seems like everywhere except for Arizona is humid, and in August and July, Arizona is humid. It's hot. It's hot. It is the new challenge that we're having when we're trying to plan programming for sure. Is that it's just ridiculously hot.
Real quick shout out at the top of the hour. If you are an adult with Williams syndrome over 38 years old, you can sign up for the Dream Team, and they meet every single Saturday and hang out for a while and connect online. I just saw Jan Beard, who is one of our leaders of the Dream Team, pop on in the comments. And so she will be leading the Dream Team Zoom call. And then actually right after the Dream Team Zoom call, one of our Dream Teamers and his sister is going to join us, and one of the other people who have been helping out with the Dream Team and all of our social club for
Awesome.
adults is going to be joining us later on in the show. John, I want to do a shout out to John Hellig here, who says, hello, my daughter was recently diagnosed with Williams syndrome. Welcome to the community. Welcome to this wonderful I don't know, conclave of just silliness and wonderfulness and kindness and frustration and all the other fun stuff. But hey, that's what being a parent is.
And support. That's
And support.
what that is what this is about. We're here so everyone knows that they're not alone in this journey.
Absolutely. And if you take a look at the other comments, you're going to see a lot of our people, a lot of members of our community with Williams syndrome are in here talking about hugs, talking about how proud they are of being who they are, and that's fantastic. In which hotel are the activities going to be at, says Brenda Lee. Well, that's a trick question, or there's a trick answer to that, because none of them. Sort of. The little kids will be at the Hyatt.
Yep.
At the Hyatt. So the little kids, like the ones who are just essentially doing daycare, the infants, the babies,
And the 6 to 12-year-olds.
Oh, the 6 to 12-year-olds. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So we've gotten some questions about this. And if you're not going to convention and you're having FOMO right now, we're really sorry. But we'll be in Minneapolis in 2028, and we'll tell you soon where we're going to be in 2030. Not on this broadcast.
I mean, if we reach $125,000 at the end of 2 days, we will absolutely announce.
I feel like we can tell you.
I think we
I think
can.
that's
Where
great.
the 2030
2030.
convention is going to
Listen,
be.
we fly by the seat of our pants on some of these things, so we'll tell you.
It came from the executive director, so
let's go.
we're just
Let's
we're gonna say that it's cool. It's
So
okay.
Buffalo, if you've been to pet conventions in the past, will have a little bit of a different feel. Buffalo is an incredible, welcoming city with not huge hotels. And so we are going to take over the Buffalo Convention Center. And then if you've seen any of our communication, we're also going to take over an awful lot of hotels in the Buffalo area. So all of the activities for the teens and up with Williams syndrome, and all of the parent programming, as well as our bingo and karaoke and exhibitor night and everything else that happens, will be at the Buffalo Convention Center. If you are participating in those parent sessions and you are dropping off a child, a teen through an adult with Williams syndrome, that's where you'll have breakfast as well. We'll put all this in the email. The infants and toddlers and the 6 to 12-year-olds will be in programming at the Hyatt. We're taking over the huge ballroom for the kids, turning it into like a huge playground. There will be bounce houses and activities and all kinds of things. That's where you will eat breakfast if you were a parent of an infant, toddler, or 6 to 12-year-old. So breakfast won't be as crazy that way either. We'll be dividing and conquering. The breakfasts will be equivalent at both places, so there will be no need to figure out which one's better and go there. They will be pretty much the same breakfast. But we will be based at the convention center, so it does not matter what hotel you're at. You will be able to participate in absolutely everything at the convention center. And I'm trying to see, I feel like
the bingo, the karaoke, all of that will be at because we know in conventions past, so many people like to hang out in the lobbies of the hotel and just hang out and see people. Unfortunately, the hotels in Buffalo just really aren't set up for that. So that is why we are creating the WSA Social Club Lounge at the convention center, where there will be couches and activities and some music and just a chance to just hang out and chat with each other, chat with other people coming and going from sessions. And that'll be the place where if you have Williams syndrome and you want to hang out and see people and talk to people as they're coming and going to the convention, that's the place where we will.
Yeah, we got a question in the comments about will we take a bus to go from place to place? That's a great question too. So there's a couple ways that you can get around Buffalo, and actually one of the places that if you're a teen to an adult with Williams syndrome, one of the ways that we're going to get around town is Buffalo has a metro, like a trolley system, very easy to use, and the portion of it that's above ground that we'll be using is free. So any of you that are going can access that. So to get down from any of the main convention hotels to one of our activities, to the canal side party, to the baseball game, you will take that trolley. So there's a station very close to the convention center. If you don't like stairs, there are some great ramps. It's very easy to access. The doors won't shut till you're on, and it runs very frequently. So we will take the trolley for some things. And then the day that we do some of the museums and some of the things that are a little further from the convention center, we will take a bus, the regular coach buses that have the bathrooms. And going to the Niagara Falls, we will take a lot of buses to get all of us down to Niagara Falls, and those will be the coach buses with the restrooms on them as well.
Let's see, Tayden Larson doing a crafty little thing here. Puts in the comments, can I have a shout out? So just by me reading that, even if I answer no, he wins.
Nope.
Crafty, Tayden. Crafty. Let's see. Hugs to all the staff. We love it. Is there going to be a live Ben Moncaba?
Ben
Moncaba.
What's he asking?
He's
Would it be
asking, is there
convention?
going to be a live dance?
Is it a convention without a dance?
Is there going to be a dance band? Well, the band. We're going to probably go with a DJ. DJ for the dance. That way we can just sort of keep things going.
Yeah.
But there's going to be live music happening. That's part. There's part of it in the social club. We have all sorts of wonderful people who love this community showing up, and
We have
with
current camp bands that are going to be there, past camp bands that are going to be there. Lots and lots of music.
Put in the comments if you know who the Can Do Band is. If you'd like to see something of a reunion of the Can Do Band, go ahead and put that in the comments.
Nice.
Maybe we'll even
pressure.
get John Kent to come on and jam with the Can Do Band, and I can play some keyboard too if that's necessary.
Oh, great question.
I would
You're
be honored.
Cynthia, new to the WSA. You can't come this year. Is this something that happens every other year? Our conventions right now are every other year. And we rotate throughout the country. Our goal in everything we do, and we're going to be talking a lot about this over these next 2 days, is to provide access to our programs and services to as many people as we possibly can. And so one of the ways that we do that is to rotate the convention geographically throughout the United States. So this is an East Coast convention this year in Buffalo in 2028. So our conventions are in the even years. And we will be in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. And then in 2030, we will be somewhere that we'll tell you later, out in the western part of the country. And then we will come back around and start back in the East again. So we want to make sure that people can access that as often as possible.
Yeah. Michael asking, so where's the groups going to meet at? That's all at the convention center.
Everything's at the convention center. That's where registration is. That's where you need to go every day. Each of your groups, if you're an individual with Williams syndrome, will have an assigned room. That will be the place that you meet every day. That's your home base. That's where you meet. That's where you leave from. So you will have a specific spot where you meet, and we'll tell you all of that when you arrive. If we give you too much, it's just too much before you get there. So you'll know all of that when you get there.
Brenda Lee, there are two families going with me for the first time from Puerto Rico. Woo! But they do not know much English. Are there going to be translators for the conferences? Thank you for letting us know that.
Hopefully in registration, we did ask if you needed translation services. So we know that, and Brenda, we know how to get in touch with you. So we will make sure that they're supported. Absolutely.
Yep. So yes, translators for frankly, for any languages we can make happen. hopefully we can make happen. I mean, if you're going to speak Klingon, I'm not entirely sure we have translator services for Klingon.
Might have a different convention.
Yeah,
for
I
you,
mean,
so maybe. Yeah.
So you may have just gotten off the wrong plane and are
Star Trek.
going through
It's not Comic-Con that
Yep.
week either.
But yes, we absolutely are willing to work with anybody, and so it's very important to be reading every question in the registration and letting us know if there is anything specific that you need, so that we can make that happen for you and the families that are coming. And we have Puerto Rico in the house as well. As you just saw in the vertical feed, you saw Paula's hand briefly. There's Paula, yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We have New Zealand joining us now. So we have Scotland, New Zealand. We had Portugal. We had Norway. Tayden was born in Puerto Rico. Get out. Tayden just moved from, I believe, Arkansas to Utah. So Toby Akbis, when we arrive. I think that is, I believe, when we all arrive.
I think it was a follow-on.
Oh,
question
was
to
it? I thought you were
previous
just
one,
stating.
actually.
I thought it was like a
To-
mantra, when we arrive.
When we arrive. Toby, registration will also be in the convention center. We will send out all this information. We will do some very specific mailings to everybody who registered for convention and give you all this information. On the website, though, there's lots and lots of info. So if you're wondering about the details about Niagara Falls, details about the agenda, it's all on our website, williams-syndrome.org/convention. And then you can click through to this year's convention. That'll all be there. But we will send out lots and lots of information about convention over the next few weeks as we get ready to go.
Shout out to Anderson's Organic Beauty and the Startman family
Yes.
for being our presenting sponsors of the convention. And so Anderson's was our sponsor last time, and they're just our great corporate friend. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
If they dropped us some really great goodies in the registration bags last time, they're doing it again this year.
Absolutely.
And can I tell them about the live thing they're doing?
Oh, sure. I thought you were going to talk. I have a
Oh,
bald
well,
spot on my
John-
head that
John
they're.
is modeling.
I've got a
some of their
monk's
products.
crown that some of their products.
Actually,
are
I think a
kinda
lot of us
helping.
have
scalp
their
well.
products in our hair.
Mhm. Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah.
So one of the things we're going to do this year, last convention, they had a chance to win a makeover. This year, everybody's going to have a chance to interact with them, and so they're going to have some live styling stations set up with the exhibitors, and you can either schedule time or go up and ask them questions about your hair and any challenges that you have. We know that some people with Williams syndrome have very curly hair, and you have to learn how to style that properly. I know as we've talked to people, some people hate washing their hair, don't know what to do with it once they do have tangles, don't like the feel of having to untangle it. Your scalps bother you. The InnerSense team is going to have stylists there with their chairs and be able to walk you through whatever that problem is and give you tips on how to work through that. They'll write you a little hair prescription of not really a prescription, but a little thing to take away to show you these are the tips we have for you. And then they're going to have a number of raffle baskets in our raffle that we do at the dance that will be chock full of products and an online virtual consultant with a stylist to talk to you about how to use those products that you win. So we're super excited about that new little piece. They had lots of questions last year about, okay, their products are great. I have no clue how to use them. So now this year you can ask those questions so you can learn how to use them.
Henry Stilwell, Lil Henry from New Zealand, brings up he's bringing some merch. We at our exhibitors night, we will also have people with Williams syndrome who make things, have merchandise. The Birch Sisters. Oh gosh, of course I started with the Birch Sisters and Lil Henry, and now I can't think of a third. And
Tim Arbor's going to have his stepping stones there.
There was a great photographer with Williams.
We'll work on pulling those up and shout those out a little
2
later.
years ago.
Yep. So you can come and actually support some individuals with Williams syndrome and the things that they create. And maybe someday we'll even be able to help them with putting some of their items in our store or something. We're just not quite there yet. but we will get
Great
there.
idea.
All right, so we are at 2:45 Eastern time. We've been here for 45 minutes, and I'm already doing a time check.
I feel like maybe we could pause in case we have some people here that don't know what Williams syndrome is, or what the WSA is, or why we're even here. And maybe we can talk a little bit about those things.
And here's how we get people like that who don't necessarily know what Williams syndrome is, and would make maybe they've met you and know just a little bit, but maybe they'd like to learn more. Well, you can share this broadcast, share this feed, tell a friend. If you don't like what we're doing, tell an enemy and make them watch us. But you can share this on Facebook, share this on Insta, share this on YouTube, and just spread the joy, spread the message, and that is, and we'll get a chance to introduce a whole new people, a whole new group of people.
Yeah, and that's what Awareness Month is about. May is Williams Syndrome Awareness Month, and we're wrapping up Awareness Month with this broadcast. And that's probably, there's a couple really powerful things that you can do here today till 10 p.m. Eastern, and tomorrow noon Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern is share these live feeds like Joel mentioned. So if you're watching, take a second and hit the share button and share it out to your friends and family and all your connections on social media. I know some of you have all the connections. Tell them why they should hop on and watch with us. The other thing you can do is you can go to wsainmay.org and you can create your own fundraiser and share that out. So if you want to make a personal outreach to people that you know, explain what the WSA has done for you and how it's impacted your life, why it's important to give, you can shout that out as well. And then if you just share us, we'll be sure to tell them all the time. It's super easy to give to We Give for Williams. You can do that by texting WSA May to 71777, scanning the QR code there on the screen, or you can go to WSAinMay.org. You can go to weekendforwilliams.org. We have all the ways that you can give.
I'm just scrolling past some documents, going back to the convention, amongst also some of the, like Cynthia asked, list of sponsors and creators that are going to be listed. We will have all of that. There's still some people that are reaching out to us, hoping to be able to present their items, and so we just are, we won't have the full list, and frankly, at some point we'll release a list, even if it's not complete, because obviously people need to know what that is. So I saw that, and I was also I've also passed by there. If you are driving to Buffalo, we will also have information on parking, where you can park long term, or if you have your car or whatever and want to drive around in different places, we'll have where you can park all around the city. All of that set up. You brought up the whole idea, John.
Well, in addition to the sponsors, we have a record number of scholarships awarded.
Yes.
And it's really wonderful that our community stepped up and made it possible for so many people to attend who otherwise couldn't, because it's a financial investment and not every family can afford it. So we're particularly happy that we're joined by everyone who wanted to be there, regardless of their family's ability to pay. So thank you to everybody who made that possible, and it's a wonderful gift. And we've received some of the nicest notes, testimonials from these families.
Sure.
So thanks to everybody who made that happen.
Yeah. Is it okay to share the milestone that we are passing probably as we speak in terms of attendance? Is it okay to share that information?
But sure.
Every time we ask if it's okay to share, we do it anyway.
We're going to do it anyway. I mean,
What if I
I
say
sort of
no?
backed her. Well, if you said
keep
no,
it.
I would say
Yeah.
sure. Okay, well then we'll tell you that when we can tell you that. But we have just passed the 1,300 registrant mark So come hang out with 1,300 of your closest friends.
Wow, it's going to be a full dance
It's,
floor. It's going to
yeah.
be packed on that.
Listen, and I know that we've got probably at least 200 people that haven't registered yet, so it's gonna be a party.
This is really
Yep,
going to be
this
a
one's gonna be
stampede.
Luckily,
good.
we've got a huge dance floor. We have a huge exhibit area and a huge dance floor. So
Something I've noticed from filming so many, I've filmed 5 conventions, I guess. Whoever the DJ is, he or she, they are loving that experience of doing the party for the WSA, because people are dancing all over the place and there's no lull in activity. I got Palace smiling because I have her and Enrique cutting the. I'm going to say something that's going to date me, some expression, so I won't say it. But they were dancing. I can at least say that, and having a great time. And so it's such a blast.
The crowd of party animals.
Yeah.
Certified
Certified
party animals. We have, guess what, everybody? We have a mascot for the convention this year. I'm so excited for everyone to meet Buddy the Buffalo. Buddy is just fantastic. Buddy is going to be on merchandise. Buddy is going to be on posters and stuff. And we're all going, you could get yourself a little Buddy Buffalo at the WSA store.
Yeah.
It's man, it's so
At some
good.
point, we need to pull him up and should we do an unveiling of Buddy?
I will happily do that right now. If somebody else wants to talk for a few moments. No one
Cue
wants
the
to talk
crickets.
for a few moments.
Why did we choose a buffalo?
Yeah. Why?
Hmm.
Well,
Here's the thing about buffalo. They are proud of the buffalo. And
Mhm.
so everywhere you turn, there's a statue of buffalo.
Yes.
There is
Correct.
a,
And the like little plushy wings were too messy. The sauce just got everywhere. So we ended up going, well, I guess we can't do the wing. And it's really hard to do a plushy falls, Niagara Falls.
oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Drips.
Yeah, it
everywhere.
just
It's
drips
really
everywhere, and it looks funny. So like it doesn't look very cuddly because it's a void. You're anyway. And no, Ben Monkeba, you can't have a shout out. And so so Buddy the Buffalo is
Especially designed for the WSA.
indeed. Take me a moment here.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Joel's like the engine of this car. So when he
Right.
stalls over here, we stall out. But we're going to pick it up.
That's right.
Sarah's the transmission.
Let's see.
Let's
I can
beat
keep
this.
this
Yeah, let's
analogy
beat this
going.
car analogy.
I'm the muffler.
I was gonna say
I'm
you're
the
the muffler.
Yeah.
You're,
I keep everything quiet.
oh, do you now? Okay.
Yeah, that's the best I can do. She's the radiator over here. She keeps things cool. All right.
And Paola is
Fuel, gasoline.
yeah,
Fuel
gasoline. You're the
injection.
you're the
Fuel
fuel injector. You get everything. Yeah, you make everything go,
So we don't know
and
where that
you're the
Yeah.
turbo boost.
Yeah, and that's how this little car moves along.
And then we have other members of our staff who weren't able to join us live, obviously, but hopefully we'll have a chance. Hopefully they will be able to join us throughout the weekend.
And we will assign an automotive part to each of
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
they will be. There will be.
Yeah.
While we're looking for Buddy the Buffalo, there have been a few other questions in the chat. We got a question about, are there any hotel rooms left? This is the time right now in these next 2-ish to 3 weeks to find those hotel rooms. This is when people start canceling that may have booked extra rooms or that thought they were going to join convention and weren't. So on the website, there is a page that has links to all of our hotel room blocks. People will start canceling, so there will be some room availability in there. Just watch your emails. I keep saying that, but you can't watch them closely enough. So hotel rooms for convention is kind of like Jenga or Tetris. I called it Jenga the other day, and somebody was like, "No, I was thinking Tetris," and I was like, "Actually, Jenga, because like one little move and everything comes tumbling. And that's kind of what's happened with the Hyatt situation there. So construction, no construction. We lost a big chunk of rooms. So the rooms have been interesting. And I was going somewhere, and that train just left the tracks. But the hotels have been a juggling act, and so part of what's complicated about that is we also, in these room blocks, along with making sure that all of you have space for your rooms, we also have to make sure that staff has space, and all of the speakers have space, and our volunteers have space, and our scholarship recipients all have rooms, and that is a lot of people. So that is also part of the Tetris game that is happening right now. So we are fitting in staff and speakers and volunteers and scholarship recipients. And when that's done, there will also likely be a few extra rooms that we'll be able to release back into the blocks. When that happens, we will blast it on social media. We will put it on the website. We will put it out in an email. So that will happen at some point in time soon as well. So just keep an eye, but also keep an eye on your email and keep an eye on the website, because we did put a link in there. Every hotel in our block has a different deadline where our room blocks go away. And so some of those start, the room blocks will be released back into the wild on June 6th is when some of them start. So over the next few weeks, those blocks will be closing. And so then you won't be able to get a block in those hotels. So just watch. If you still need a room, keep an eye out and go look. If you were on our wait list, we've been reaching out pretty consistently about that onto our wait list. So if you are on the wait list and you haven't heard from us, reach out, because we've got some connections we can help you with. But hopefully all of those people have been taken care of. It seems like most of those people have found rooms already. So like we said, it's been quite the circus, really, to switch metaphors, really, to get
If
the.
we were a circus, Joel would be the ring.
I would be the ring.
I'm obviously the clown.
And
I'm not the
unfortunately,
clown that Ben is, but
this is
I'm-
my circus, and these are my monkeys. So
Yeah.
we've had to
We
wrangle
are yes.
quite a bit of this.
Yes.
So it's been an adventure,
that's
but we're gonna have a blast. The City of Buffalo is super excited for us to come and join them. The team at Visit Buffalo, which we probably should have let them know we were doing this, because they have been nothing but incredible, if nothing else, to tote us around the city countless times, showing us things. But they have been amazing. They will be there literally to serve food and welcome us Tuesday night at our party down at Canal Side. They've been incredible. They are letting the entire city know that we're going to be there, and not that you couldn't know we're going to be there, because really it is.
They're gonna know.
It is a stampede of happiness when we come into town, for sure. But the City of Buffalo has been incredibly excited and supportive of us being there.
So many of those hotels are clustered right by
Correct.
the Hyatt and the convention center, so it's hard to, when we describe it, if you could picture it. I mean, you can just sort of look around from the convention center or the Hyatt, and you see, oh, here's this hotel, here's that. They are clustered
Splinter
together.
out.
Yeah.
Yep. From if the convention center is the center, there's just they splinter
And
out.
it's a cool city. I'd
It
not
is.
been in a long time, and it's clean, and it's
Historically relevant, like more historically relevant than I
Arts,
understood. Yeah, very like strong, like art scene, food scene for sure. The beef on weck and their pizza. If you like the little tiny pepperonis that get like that curl up and get all a little bit crispy and burned on the edge,
Oh yeah.
Buffalo pizza is for you. Sponge candy. There are some amazing
that's good.
chocolate stores there. So sponge candy. We tried to get the sponge candy places to come in and like do a taste testing and talk to you about how they make it. I don't think that ever worked. They did not bite
It's because
on
it's
that.
get what you did.
Camp all week. It's
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
going.
At least you didn't do the turn of phrase that I did.
Nope.
Let's see. The mascot for the convention, Katie Katz. Thank you. Let's meet our convention mascot, and his name is.
we need a drum
There
roll.
we go. I wish I had a drum roll, but instead it is.
Laura.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to Buddy the Buffalo.
Oh, he's adorable.
Yay! Yeah, so this is Buddy the Buffalo, and he, he was designed specifically for us. Do you want to give a shout out to Jim?
Jim Vieno, who does our graphic design, and he is an amazing artist and illustrator. He did Buddy. He just loved the smile and the expression, and he presented that to us a few months ago, and we saw it first sight, love at first sight with Buddy the Buffalo.
Yep. And so Buddy will be on some merchandise available at the convention store. He will be featured on the kids' shirts. Is that right? The kids' shirts. Buddy the Buffalo will be there. And
he is a certified party animal.
He
That's
is
one of the
indeed.
things,
Certified.
one of his biggest credentials. And
yep, you can get yourself a little Buddy certified party animal Buffalo plushie at the WSA store as
And-
well.
Get ready for it.
yeah,
We have some big Disney fans around here. I don't know about all of you, but we are starting pins for events. So everyone who's in attendance at convention will get a Buddy the Buffalo pin commemorating convention. If you were just at summer camp with us, we had pins at summer camp. If you joined us on the Adventure Seekers trip last year, that was our kickoff.
That was the first
That's
pin.
where we
Yeah.
kicked off pins, and so there will be a pin, a collectible pin at every event. And this convention, there's one that everybody will get. Then there will be a certified party animal pin that you can also purchase. Limited edition, like small run, so you'll want to grab those before they sell out. I feel like I'm on QVC right now, saying that
We have already moved 5,000 units of the green,
yeah.
and all that's left is the burnt sienna.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sarah has successfully converted certainly me into being a pin person. So much so that that I was put in charge of the Camp WSA pin for this past week. And
Where is that?
well, it's in the other room
I need to step away. I'll get,
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
it's heavy, it's giant. It was perhaps too large, but it was very nice. It's a lovely pin. But yeah,
it's basically the size of a small frisbee.
it is.
If you
It's,
consider that too small,
if you've seen
large.
the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, there is a part where the UFO comes over the Devil's Tower. The pin is like roughly the size of that.
The UFO.
The UFO,
Yeah.
and so yeah, oh boy.
If you're a Disney
okay,
pin
Laura.
collector,
All right.
some of those pins need.
So actually,
backs.
Laura, if you wouldn't mind, you could bring it up close to the camera.
yeah. And it's so big that it has two
It has
backs.
two
It
backs.
takes
Two
two
backs.
backs to keep it where you want, and there you
There's
go.
the front.
A little bit of light. Let's see. Can we get her?
Here we go.
This is high tech. This is John's got it.
Old man getting up. Old man.
Yeah, let me put the noise filter on so we don't get the.
There you go. It's got a
Nice.
little
Like-
shimmer
Yeah,
like
flip it around,
water.
you can see the double attachment on the back. Yes,
Yeah.
we're not lying.
They will not. The pins will be
They are-
smaller
yeah,
than that for convention.
I just got carried away. I'm a pin person now.
What happens?
Pim, I will send you a pin. Pim gets a pin. And all right. So all right. Believe it or not, we've been with you now. We've been talking for an hour, and which means that we are now in the 3 o'clock, which is the very, very first.
Oh, 33.
It is 3 o'clock, which means it is the very, very first power hour where donations are doubled for the next hour. Sarah is looking up
Yes.
who is sponsoring this power hour.
Yeah, so this today, this hour, we are doubling all donations up to $1,000 And that this is sponsored by Dr. Marie Gleason and her husband. So she is currently one of our board members. If you have seen a cardiologist at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, you may have seen Dr. Gleason. And so they will match the first $1,000 worth of donations. So your donation of $100 will be worth $200, for example. So this is our first Power Hour where we're doing that. All right.
So thank you for that, and give now. Hey, give that $1,000, and I will go and jump in.
Listen, we already had our first $100. It's now doubled to $200.
That's now $200.
So
Right
excellent.
at 3 o'clock.
Right at 3 o'clock.
Awesome. And so we wanted to make sure that at this time, I just want to make sure I have my schedule correct. And look at me, I do. So if you got the newsletter this past Thursday, we were at camp all week. And for those of you who have ever experienced any sort of camp, frankly, you know that time doesn't exist. Time does not exist at camp. And so a newsletter was released at some point during that. And and in that newsletter, we announced our an ambitious project that is we're very excited about, called the WSA Family Network. And the WSA Family Network is going to hopefully help us and help all families with local connections in their area. We are going to create a robust network of volunteers so that every family can feel supported no matter where they are. You can, I'll just say right now, you can find out more information at williams-syndrome.org/family network, I think is what we did for that, which of course would make sense. And so the Family Network is, well, it's a 50-state approach. Those of you who have been part of the WSA for a long time, congratulations, because that means that your loved one, you with Williams syndrome, or your loved one with Williams syndrome, is having a good time and a good life, and that's great. So our country is divided up into 19 different regions, and there's somewhere like divided in the middle. Some states belong to multiple regions, and of course the population density of certain areas sometimes necessitated that. We are going to try to simplify it and embellish it at the same time. We are going to go on a state-to-state approach. We are actively recruiting right now for the volunteer position of state leads, and the position of and that is going to be the point person for that state for families. Got a question? Don't know how to don't know who to talk to about IEPs? You'll be able to call your state lead. Need some help navigating the Medicaid system and trying to get some waivers? Your state lead will be your phone call. Now, we don't expect that state lead to have all of those answers. They don't need to have the answers, but they will know exactly where to go. Hopefully, we will help you. That's where the WSA, we will help you with that information. And obviously every state is different. So if you are a parent or caregiver who has gone through, say, the waiver process, go through all of that, and you want to help other families navigate those tricky pathways, then I hope you'll consider becoming, at least applying for the state lead position. We're not saying that if you're a state lead that you need to be the one hosting events or running walks, doing anything like that. This is just your point person. If you are a person that wants to do a walk, wants to have a fundraiser, wants to do a connection event, well, then your state lead is going to be a good resource for you. But they're not, they maybe shouldn't, or, but they don't need to be the ones doing those events. This is just the focus for that state lead position is to be the point person, be that first point of call. So then how do we get the information to all 50 states and territories in Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico and all of our other things that can benefit from the WSA? Well, we then have divided the country up into 3 chunks, and there will be an area lead for those three sections. And so the area lead will just be will help out with, okay, I need certain, I need an understanding of how the state system works with the federal system. Okay, well then you can call your area lead, or you're like, hey, we need a little something for this an upcoming event. Well, you can call the area lead, and if they may have it with on them, and they can help send it out, or then the area lead can get back to us at the WSA and say, hey, our state lead in and so they will be, they need this, and we will get it to them. Sarah, you look like you had.
I will hop in whenever you're ready.
Please, I would love that.
Oh, so
He's ready.
I did 11 solid minutes.
That's all good. I'm going to take us back out a little bit and
Love that.
and look at how this all works. So we have a lot to say. Shocking, I know. Over the next few hours today, and many hours today, and hours tomorrow, and so sometimes it's hard to know which comes first. One of the things we haven't talked about is the WSA, the staff, how this all works, and how we can serve all these families all over the country, and make sure that we impact as many people as we possibly can. So. We are, if we talk about the staff briefly, and this is more than half right now. So that right there is pretty impactful. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of you throughout this country who are members of our organization. And then we also support, family members and teachers and therapists and anybody who needs that support. And as you can tell by our international presence here on our live feed, we're supporting families truly throughout the world, and we're doing that right now. We have a staff of 9 doing that, which is actually the highest number we've had in quite a while, as we've gone through a lot of change over the past few years. And one of the changes that happened 5-ish, maybe a little longer than that ago, was historically, the organization has had a local volunteer network. Joel referred to the regions that were out there, and that network was dissolved a number of years back. But I will tell you, that program has been incredibly instrumental. It was incredibly instrumental to the organization. I can tell you, I'm here because of it. Joel's here because of it. Laura's here because of that ability to feel like you can make an impact locally with the other families around you. And so we all chose to do that in our individual areas. And as we've been making lots of transition in the organization the past few years, and as we've been trying to figure out what programs make sense, what should we continue doing, what should we change, one of the things that we know is that a small staff can only impact so many people. And we're remote. We're a fully remote team. You've heard that we all live in totally different places. And so that makes it so we can impact more people that way. But still, there are 10, less than 10 of us. We can only impact so much. So that's where all these incredible volunteers throughout the country have come into play. And so though we've had no formal network really for that, we've had the Family Support Network that we launched a few years ago, and we've had volunteers supporting that. We really haven't had this formal, designated, this is your person in your area. And so we really took a careful look at what worked really well with previous programs, where some of those weak points may have been, and what the things we wanted to improve were, and really spent some time putting together what we think has the potential to be really great support for our families. So that's where the Family Network was born. And we took this state approach because of the fact, like Joel mentioned, that every state is different. The way that you access services as a family is very, very unique in each state. And so as when I was a volunteer in Arizona, I also covered part of Southern California, and I had no clue. I knew there were regional centers, and that's pretty much what I knew about California. So there was no way I could help a family in California. One of the big goals of this network is to make sure that there is a person in your state that you can reach out to when you're saying, I have no clue, how do I apply for Medicaid? What is this waiver thing that you're talking about? I heard a family at a picnic talk about respite. Like, is that a thing? Does it exist? I don't even know what that means. How do I find it? I can't find it on the government websites. Correct. Nothing is easy to navigate that way. Anything local to your state, you will have a rep in your state that is going to know that information. So that was really important to us to make sure there was somebody in every state that can do that. Also, because there is a small number of us, making sure that those state reps are covered was really important. And so that's where the area leads come into play. So because there's a small number of us, we only go so far. And so we wanted to make sure that each of those state reps have support. And that's where the area reps, or the area leads, I'm using the wrong words already. Area leads, camp, I'm gonna blame everything is camp's fault right now. That's where those area leads come into play. Joel mentioned that we're taking applications for those things. So as I mentioned, if you don't get our newsletter, join so you can. You can go on our website and look up information about the Family Network. But our first job is to find those area leads. So we want to find those 3 leaders in the country that can then help support us and support the state leads. Those area leads can also help us find the state leads. And so that's the beauty of starting with the area leads. Our goal is to have those area leads in place, if we at all possibly can, before convention. So then all of you attending convention can meet your area leads. And if you're interested in being a state lead or a volunteer at the state level, if you want to continue to host social events in your area, or if you want to host a walk in your area, you can meet that area lead and talk about that. So we have a pretty tight timeline. We want to have these applications come in. So if you're interested in being an area lead, that's our top priority. June 10th is when we would like to see those applications come in by. All of this is on the website. We'll keep talking about it. But that is the newest thing that we have coming out. Getting that support out there closer to all of you is incredibly important. And we've had amazing volunteers throughout the history of the organization. And we want to make sure that those volunteers are out there to continue to support all of you. A piece that kind of leads into that, so cut me off when it's time for me to be done, but I'll just keep chatting, is how does somebody get in touch with those state leads? And so as we've looked at how we're structured here at the WSA, we brought on a new role to the organization, and that person is our family resource liaison. And that is she is Megan Lenahan. You'll meet her sometime this weekend. I think she's tomorrow, maybe.
Yes.
I think so.
First one tomorrow.
And awesome. And Megan's gonna kick us off. And Megan is that like first point of contact for the organization. So if you've tried calling the WSA over the past few years as we've gone remote, you got a recording that said, "Thank you for calling the Williams Syndrome Association. If you're interested in convention, press 1. And if you'd like a list by staff, press 8," or whatever it was. Now there's a live person that will be answering the phone. If you do not get a live person, that means either we're closed for the day or everybody's in a meeting that we just cannot step away from, but you should be getting a live person. And very often that live person will be Megan. And Megan will be that person that when a family has a new diagnosis and you just don't know where to start, or you can't even start, but you just need to talk to somebody who gets it, Megan will answer the phone. But you also have You also have Laura and Joel and myself and Paula, and we can also help you through that first call. So if there's somebody in particular you want to talk to, you can get us, and Megan will answer that phone. And then also she will be that person that, Joel was talking about. Like if you, I don't know even how to get started in finding this resource in my community, or I need to find somebody else near me with a kid my age so we can just sit and let our kids play, and I have a sounding board. Or like, is there a picnic in our area? How can I meet other families? That Megan will then connect you with those people. Megan will also be the person that connects you to our Knowledge Network experts, which we will talk about this weekend. That was another program we just launched a few weeks ago. If you need support in a particular area, we've got all kinds of consultants that we can hook you up with, and those consultations are at no charge to you, thanks to some incredibly generous donors. So Megan will also refer out to that. So Megan will be your girl when you're calling in and saying, there is something I need, or I just need to talk this through, and do you have any suggestions? But she will then connect you as a new family, or if you're moving, she will connect you after you go through that intake process with here's how you get started with a diagnosis. She will then say, I'm also going to connect you to your local state lead, and they can help you walk through finding resources in your local community.
In just a moment, we're going to bring on our very, very first guest for the day. But I wanted to address something that I saw in the chat, and I also see in here Missy asking, can you tell us about safety in Buffalo? Yes, we can talk about that in a little bit. But I think it was Kelly Sue that asked about, would there ever be a Williams Syndrome Association app? Well, that would be awesome. And I think Pim was, yes, that would be awesome. Things like that, though, are not cheap to make. They're not inexpensive. And if we're going to do it, we would need to make sure we do it right. So if you were to, one way to help us, it's not necessarily, it doesn't maybe necessarily like, it's not something you can brag to your friends about, but, if helping the technology aspect of the Williams Syndrome Association, helping us maintain our website, helping us keep it updated so that we can make sure that people have the most up-to-date access. Maybe using AI to create a chat bot so that you can just go in and ask a question and have it come back, knowing that the information that it is that this is using is coming directly from the WSA. So that's another place where your donations help. Your donations to WSA in May are hugely helpful and allow us to continue to evolve and create great things. Gabe, no. As of right now, we will always follow the guidelines set forth. There's certainly nothing. Thank you, Pim. But Gabe, there's nothing to say that we are going to have to wear masks in Buffalo. There's just unless something happens.
Unless it's a buffalo mask.
Unless it's a buffalo mask. Do I have a buffalo mask?
He probably does.
Maybe
actually,
I do.
yeah.
Maybe I do.
I'm
And not I have a full. Anyway, Pim, yes, don't forget it is a power hour. Pim Hughes coming through. All right, let's bring in our amazing guests. And if it's all right, I'm going to take this because I have to cough, and people have seen me fighting this. It's just some allergy gunk. So I'm going to step away. And so if someone wants to get in the center square, that would be great. But meanwhile, I will bring in our wonderful guest, Miss Deb Johnson. There, hello.
Hey.
Here too. Hi.
Hello.
Wow, it's so good to kind of be there.
So great for you to join us. All right.
How's everybody doing over there?
We're good. We're
Yeah.
just getting
warmed
kicked
up.
off. Yep, we're just getting warmed up. All right, John, you want to talk for a little bit? Laura, you want to talk for a little bit?
Where are you guys?
We are actually not too far away, and we were hoping to get over there. We're in just outside of St. Pete Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yep, we're here.
Yeah, that's a beautiful area. How long have you guys been part of the WSA?
I joined Mikey's 32, so I became a volunteer probably in 1995.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Yeah,
you've seen
so-
a few changes, huh?
Yeah, ironically, I was thinking about it when you guys reached out, and I remember sitting, I don't know, Laura, if you were there, but we were sitting around a table at an RC meeting, and we were talking about Williams Syndrome Awareness Week.
Yes.
And it was
Wow.
so fun and so invigorating. And we were talking about just having a walk, and like I relived that moment. And I stayed involved for about 22 years. And oops, this might row. We just had a plant come
Yeah,
through.
I love live TV. It's yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So
Who were some of
I
the pioneers back? I'm always curious about our history. Who were some of the pioneers in that era of the WSA? Was Howard Lindhoff part of the organization?
he
Gloria's
was still
father?
involved. Yep, Gloria, and I think her mom was even still alive. I can't really remember, but I do know he was a wonderful, wonderful man, and yes, he was still involved. I remember corresponding quite a bit with him. And it
Yeah,
was always really fun to talk with people. I just loved talking with people and taking those calls. And see, we didn't have computers back then.
right.
Yeah.
So we didn't have Facebook and email. We actually had a dial-up line, and we would all wait for, I think it was Sunday nights, we would wait and we would dial up and talk to each other. And
America Online.
yeah, it's
it.
crazy
Yeah,
to
I know.
think about all the changes. Oops, there's Mikey yawning. But and then I got more involved and always loved meeting new families and helping people navigate and reach our amazing experts who are still really are still very involved, and having the regional conferences so that people that can't get to national
Yeah.
have the opportunity. And we actually in Florida, one of my favorite things was doing events. So I tried to have events maybe once every couple months at least.
Oh, wow.
And it was just always really fun for the people to get together and to meet the new ones, or someone who maybe had never met somebody before with Williams syndrome, because again, we didn't have Facebook. And speaking of, so it was, what year, Mikey, did we go to California?
2014 we went to.
So in 2014,
California.
after the WSA convention, the kids and I did the Pacific Coast Highway and drove up to San Francisco. We got up to
Beautiful.
Mariposa, and I was like, I had no connection. So Facebook was gone, and I was like, wow, I kind of like this, not being connected all the time.
Mhm.
And I disconnected Facebook, and I never went back. So I know some people thought that I kind of whatever it was called, but unfriended or whatever.
Right.
But I just left. I was like, okay.
Ghost.
I always had the phone on. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And so how big was the group of families in the 90s? I mean, it was a tight but fairly small, am I right?
Yeah, well, we kept growing because, again, we did have events. Like, we tried to have events every 8 weeks at least, and had wonderful, wonderful volunteers who would step up in different places of the state. Well, actually, for a while, I think I had like 5 states. I don't remember. It changed quite a bit as the organization grew, but it started kind of small, but it just kept growing and growing. And we would do very casual, unplanned, even weekend events. Just, hey, let's go hang out in Mount Dora for 2 nights, just something, So some people would come for the day, some people would come for the weekend. And so that was always a lot of fun, just, brainstorming and meeting up. And again, wonderful, wonderful people who helped make all those regional conferences and events happen. And then I actually had to stop because we had a group that I met some people who wanted to try to do co-housing, and we were trying to get a co-housing group going where we had intergenerational families, but unfortunately it didn't get off the ground. But that's why I had to stop volunteering it was kind of full time. Right, Laura?
Yes.
Volunteering can turn into full time.
But it was wonderful. And I met some of the most amazing people ever and had a blast. And then one of my most memorable and things that I'm most happy that we did was start the Williams Syndrome Clinic in Florida.
Nice.
And that happened because I kept asking doctors, because nobody understands how time consuming our job as parents is with kids who are a little more medically involved, trying to orchestrate all the appointments and take time off. And I kept asking doctors, would you consider a clinic? And he just looked at me and said, Dr. Dedlani said, yeah, sure, let's make it happen. So I think it took about a year, and we were in St. Pete first. And then he moved to Orlando and took the clinic with him, which I totally understood. So I think, yes, he's got it back up and running again, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
They just had clinic
yeah.
a couple at the end of April, and we were there for that. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, we're hoping to get to the next one. It's actually the day before Mikey's birthday, and that's what he wants to do.
Oh,
So it's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is your birthday? What is it? The 24th? What day is your birthday?
No, my birthday is the 25th of October.
Oh, so
Nice.
so you're a
Go ahead.
Libra.
we might as well. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm on the frame. Hi, I'm Paola.
Hi, it's so nice to see you.
You too. So we're actually having our first Orlando. Well, in a couple of years, Orlando walk on the 24th.
Yes, that's what Piper. Oh, my dog is jealous that we're on. Come here, girl.
No.
So clinic normally runs on Thursdays and Fridays. They end up with an amazing party at the Ronald McDonald House, and then that following Saturday we're gonna host the Nemours presented by Nemours walk here in Orlando.
Very cool. Yeah, we're hoping to be at all of that. We do try to get together with some of the families over that way as often as possible. We love it. And again, I wish we could have been there to see you guys. Maybe, how long are you there? How long are you guys together right now?
We leave here Monday morning.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to happen this time, but hopefully next time. And yeah, so I mean, really, from a parent perspective, getting involved, it's just like it's just really wonderful. You meet some of the most lifelong friends and people that we wouldn't have met otherwise, and it's really the WSA has been a lifesaver for sure. Yeah.
beautiful. What's Mikey doing this summer? How are you keeping busy?
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym, and bowling, hanging out with mom a lot.
Hanging out with friends. We might be traveling a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we were Hurricane Helene decided to eat up our house. So
Oh,
yeah, so our house of 30 some years. So it's been a bit of a challenging year and a half, but we're doing good. We're doing
We're
good
doing pretty good.
because of this girl. See that girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see the barker over there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
cute.
this is Piper. Come here, girl. Come here.
Named after anybody, anything?
No, just my husband actually named her.
Yeah. She doesn't play the bagpipes, and that's what you're telling me. She's not.
Oh
she's
no,
not-
but Mikey
Okay.
wants to call her bagpipes.
How did I know that?
You said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey
Yeah.
is very musical, so he has 2 pianos in the house. He's got, and it's a very small house, I must say. It's a little condo we're staying in right now, and he has an electronic piano and a keyboard.
That's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we met. I mean, I'm happy to answer questions or anything you guys might want to know about my 22 years, but it really seriously
Yeah.
was a wonderful, wonderful time. And I wouldn't change anything about volunteering for that, for the WSA and the people I met. And it was awesome.
How is your perspective of Williams syndrome itself? How has it changed over the years or has it?
Well, getting the word out, of course, the fact that so many people worked so hard to get the, and I love all the research that's going on. Mikey does have, the more serious great vessel disease. So for me, that research that's going on is really wonderful. But so let's see, 10, 25, 93. So we found out about it in 94. Yeah. And, there was really nothing known. So just knowing, and it's so heartwarming to know that all these families, that are coming in now have the great resources and experts. And, Mikey did full inclusion, which was a big fight back then. And he did full inclusion in a magnet school for the arts. So he's bilingual. He performs live on stage. He plays instruments because he went to a magnet school. So just everything being known is, I did a lot of awareness. We went to hospitals. So I think everybody putting in all that hard work, it's really changed, and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, so many people over the years have done, stacking one accomplishment on another to get us where we are, and
yes,
it was always appreciated. And I think it's important for us to remember who some of those volunteered leaders and were that helped kind of build us to where we are.
Well, we had fun, us RCs back then. We did have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I could tell by the look on your face you had fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey, what kind of music do you play?
Oh, Latin, jazz, Broadway, rock and roll, all that kind of stuff.
Give me a Broadway tune that you like. What's a Broadway tune?
Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
And he does have the perfect pitch. So
is that right?
He'll sit down at the piano. If you say, "Hey, play Hamilton," he'll play it, or play Cat Stevens. He just plays. If he's heard it, he'll play it. Oh, and this is a great one. I don't know if you want it. Okay, so for parents who are listening who might have a child pre-verbal, Mikey was nonverbal until he was 4.
Yeah.
Never said mommy, never said hi, nothing. A speech therapist had just told me that he would probably never have intelligible speech. That was on November 3rd. He had just turned 4. On Thanksgiving Day, never said a word. He picked up a phone and said, "Hello, mommy, I love you, bye-bye." So parents who are listening, don't give up. And don't just keep going. And some might not get that speech, but some might. And so you never know, right?
That's incredible. It wasn't a word or even a couple. It was an entire sentence that, and a beautiful one too.
And the only problem in that story is I did keep saying, I promise if I just hear his little voice, I'll never tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That's funny. You're not the only person who's shared a story like that. It's really interesting in both from the delayed speech perspective and that not giving up. Matthew, the same thing. He was 6 before he started speaking, my son, and it was literally like the day after we got a communication device. Everybody sat around, started programming it, and the next day the speech started.
Wow, you know, that's kind of similar. They were just talking
Yep.
about getting him one of those communication devices. It's crazy. And there was something else that I was just gonna say. Maybe it'll come to me, but it's you know, it's different, and it's
What
Williams
advice?
syndrome.
Yeah, what advice would you have for young parents and of newly diagnosed? What would you impart and from your journey?
Get involved with the WSA, meet other families, just read and get involved, participate, you know, just keep moving one step forward. Sometimes you might take 2 steps back because that's the way it is that month or that day, but just keep going, because you just don't know what's around the corner, and you're going to get there. You're going to get around the corner.
So true.
Yeah.
Debbie, I'll tell you, anytime we talk about Florida and support or volunteers in Florida, it's your name that pops up. So I can tell you that that you've made an incredible impact on so many families here within the state, for sure. You mentioned the co-housing thing, and that's another place that your name comes up. If you're willing to, I'd love to just hear a little bit about what you were trying to make.
Absolutely, because we still can make it happen. I mean, I think somebody said, I ran into somebody that was very supportive, and he said, you were just a little bit too early. You know, it was 10 years ago we started working on it, right? Mm-hmm. What year was it?
Yeah.
2016, maybe even 20. Anyway, we were attempting to start what is called co-housing. If you look at cohousing.org, because it's all inclusive. And people can, like, let's say there's somebody that can totally live independently. Well, that's great. And they can, but it's intergenerational. So it's brought over from the Netherlands, and it's intergenerational, people living together, people helping each other, like a good old-fashioned neighborhood, like our neighborhoods used to be. And it really can still happen. It just takes, we couldn't gather, my friend that was working on it with me, she has a sister with autism, so she was a sibling. And we just kept saying, you know, it's just more eyes on, so that somebody who does require quite a bit more support, you know, there's huge problems with support and support staff, and there's also some really great people, but abuse is crazy, and the more eyes on, it's not gonna happen, or, you know, chances are much slimmer. So we were just trying to do that, sort of like a pocket community. So anywhere from 8 to 20 households is what we were shooting for. Not only Williams syndrome, you know, we had people that were interested who didn't have a disability. Maybe they were a retired speech pathologist, or who knew the beauty, you know, that comes with so many of our different diagnoses, and families who live what we live. And so, yeah, it's called co-housing. It's all around the world. And it's an amazing way of living if we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Florida's a pretty great place for it.
It
Weather's
is. Let's
lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's at least in my household now with my husband, it's a constant conversation of, we know that Enrique is only 9 years old, but he's going to get there eventually. And it truly, you know, it breaks our heart a little bit that he might not be able to have the same experiences that we had, you know, my husband at 18, he moved to Boston, like, to go to college. So maybe that's not something that he'll be able to have, but to have certain places like that, you know, he can flourish into the child that I know, that he can, you know, be
Absolutely
part of the community. So
yeah, and the beauty of co-housing and that type of living is especially if it's kind of near a walkable community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of, it's more difficult because it's usually more expensive, but you never know what might come available. But you know, a group can walk to town together, and you know, there's just some really beautiful things that can come out of it, and there's ways to make it happen. It just unfortunately, my co-founder and I, she was a lot younger than I am, and she was a pilot, so she would go fly and check out different places. There was one starting in Durham that did kind of specialize in disability, but I can't remember. Actually, there was somebody living there with Williams syndrome. She called Mikey and asked if he wanted to get married.
What'd you say, Mike?
Maybe we should meet first.
Maybe we should meet first.
Right on that.
Excellent idea.
That's wisdom.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
We were driving back from camp yesterday, driving from Atlanta down here, and it was raining, like kind of misty. You know how it gets like that, and then there was a gorgeous rainbow that we. So as we were driving, we all said, "Okay, if we find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, we're building our place."
Yes.
We keep talking. You know, we keep talking about like having to like find the right camp location and finding these locations, and we were like, we're just gonna build the place. And
All right, let's do it.
a combination of all kinds of great things. So we're going to keep looking for that pot of gold, and it comes in all kinds of different formats. That's why we're doing this weekend too, is to give people just some insight into why we do what we do and how we do it, and what it takes to make it happen too.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I was really happy to hear about this. Thank you, Paola, for
Thank you so
reaching
much.
out, and I was so excited to see Laura's name because we used to see each other all the time. You know,
And we did, and
whether it be, I say see, but it was either via Facebook or whatever, email, and then at conventions and stuff.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, that's so exciting.
and then we'll be local in October.
What?
Yeah.
Listen, we're moving everybody to Florida.
Yeah,
What?
we'll be. Yes, we're
Where are you
moving
going to be?
St. Cloud.
Oh boy, Mikey. Yeah, we keep, you know, we don't have a house. And my daughter, speaking of, remind me, you guys, my daughter works for a huge engineering firm, and they do philanthropic kind of things. So we definitely need to talk about that. Not right now, but she lives in Orlando. So yeah, all right.
Great.
Well, we might just have to move over that way because my dear friend who's sitting right here, she lives in Mount Dora. So
It's a nice place too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's visiting for.
That's good.
wow, this is
We're,
so exciting.
Yes.
We're gonna get stuff happening again in this
Hey.
area for sure.
Well, I'll have to, I really wish I was over there, but this is second best, right?
Absolutely. We'll make some connections for sure. I don't know if you caught the beginning. Paula lives in Miami,
Miami.
right?
Yes.
And I live in Melbourne. So
Ah.
yep.
Oh man, this is really exciting.
Yep. It's so great.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Michaela and I will be at the walk in October.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I told Dr. Didlani, I was like, okay, we're going to be there. So,
Yeah.
we're going to
He's
definitely be
incredible.
there a lot
Yeah.
in October. He's researching. He's always researching. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. Constantly. The kid is, well, he's not a kid well, he's always my kid.
Yeah.
What were you researching this time?
Stories, emergency stories,
Oh.
Yeah. First responders and
trains, and
Tra-
music. and-
yeah, he just finished his. Dr. Levin talks about Mikey's cardiac situation a lot because he's very messed up, but he really attributes the fact that Mikey exercises so much. He really feels like it's kind of changed his whole heart. And so he's researching, and he just finished his second 5K.
Wow.
Awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was on the beach in the heat.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
hard.
That is
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So, but
walking on the sand is hard.
It is. It's
Running
always
is
hard, right?
totally different experience.
Wow. So yeah,
Good for
any
you.
other questions or like it is just for people. I don't know if people are watching or how this is working.
They
but-
are. Yep.
Oh, okay. I mean, seriously, when you get involved and you meet other families and you start having like even little parties and stuff, it's just so much fun to get involved. It really. And we happen to have a couple, because again, this is a long time ago, but we had a very philanthropic family that would make sure that if we needed extra funding to make something happen, they would always come through. So in that respect, we were pretty lucky too. But yeah, so it's a blast and you won't regret it at all. Yeah.
How many conventions have you been to, do you think?
We went to Boston,
Probably.
Los Angeles, a whole bunch.
Probably 10, maybe. I don't know.
A lot. That's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were hoping to get to this one. It's really going to depend on what's going on with my husband and home, not having a home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so we're still hopeful.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. Any natural disaster when, we went up to my daughter's and went to sleep and the house was pretty much gone the next day.
Oh,
So yeah, we had 4.5 feet of water. So everything, it was like sewer water. So everything in it was gone too. But
The storms have
we're
been
good, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
storm's been so different the past couple of years hitting the West Coast. It's been terrible for you guys over there.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's why we're thinking somewhere. She's
Yeah.
in College Park. Do you know College Park?
No.
No, it's cute. It's a cute little. Yeah, Laura, you'll have to tell me more about St. Cloud.
We'll chat.
Yeah, we definitely need to chat. Yeah, I'm really happy to see
Mikey,
you.
there's Tayden who is watching us online, wants to know what's a 5K.
Oh, it's
What were you doing the 5K
I was
for?
doing the 5K for first responders, military veterans,
mental health
mental health
and
awareness.
suicide prevention.
Yeah,
Great.
So what did you do? What's 5K?
5 kilometers, right?
Yeah, he walked 3.3
Great.
miles
Yeah.
to raise money and awareness for suicide prevention and mental health awareness for first
Fantastic.
responders and military.
Great. So there you go, Tayden. He walked a little over 3 miles for that cause.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right.
He loves firefighters, so
Yeah.
he's got that firefighter gene going.
Yep. Well, I have a stepson who is a firefighter captain in Nashville. So
Wow,
yeah.
that is way cool.
And another one who's a musician. So one of them starts fires and the other one puts them out. Is what we like to say.
Right.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for participating. It was a joy to talk to you and Mikey. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for inviting us. It really meant a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us, Debbie. Mikey, it was great to see you.
Same here.
Good to see
Hey,
you
Yeah.
we'll
both.
see you all
Yeah.
soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Okay.
We're still doing the power hour.
If it is. So before we do a little report from fresh from the pool, it is still the power hour. So we have 7 more minutes that your donations will be doubled this hour up to $1,000. So make sure you get those donations in there. All right.
So if you give 500, it'll be doubled, and Joel will be in the pool.
Does it count?
It does.
That's a very good question. Like most things, I clearly did not think this all the way through.
Well, Joel, I can't say as the fundraising director or whatever my title is that I can make that call.
Right?
Yeah.
And I have
Okay.
now officially decided that it counts.
Okay.
And so
Great.
you better get ready because somebody.
All right. Well, hey, if it means that if it means that someone is given $500, sure, I will
plenty of-
absolutely
yeah.
jump in.
Yeah. How is it out there? Give us a
Well, I got to tell you, I was this close to abandoning all of you because the ice cream man just drove by,
Stop it.
and yeah, and I was like, wait, what is that noise? It's like is someone's phone going off or is some, it was, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's the ice cream man, and I was like, boy, I could just blow this whole pop stand, and
You're not abandoning us if you bring us ice cream.
Yeah, that's right.
that's true. That's true. But my wallet is up there. So but yeah, I got to tell you, I mean, it's currently not raining right now in lovely Orlando. It is perfect Laura spinny weather. It is humid and sticky. It's sticky. It's for a Minnesota person, I feel like I could very well melt. And and really that's fine. It's Florida. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm realizing. Okay, so I have too many pop-ups. Look at the on the vertical screen.
We got Joel
I'm just eyes.
We got Joel in stereo.
Yeah, I'm just eyes on the vertical feed. But the pool looks lovely. We are currently being visited by some ducks. Let's see if I can get the ducks in frame here.
Can you get your ducks in a row?
Well, we know I'm not capable of that. Let's see. Where are you, ducks? And anyway, and I don't entirely know if I can turn my. I would get a. They're really cool looking. One of them has a white head, and the other one has a red head. So.
That redhead's fiery.
That redhead, them ginger ducks.
You should just give your camera, strap it on the duck, and we could have a duck cam. It would be
duck cam.
Go chase
There
that.
you go.
This is really a
the
nature program, and it's
not that we're going to get a chance to use it at all, but it is the pool is ready for jumping into. So if someone wants to make that, it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you, dear viewer. If you want to see me make a bumbling fool out of myself and jump in the pool. Hi, ducks. Oh, they're interested. The ducks want to be on Weekend for Williams. There's got to be a way I can turn my camera around. Let's see.
I see Colin's online here.
Okay, well, apparently it doesn't want to let me turn my camera around. But let's see if I can get them on here. Here's one.
Oh, look at that. Hey, shout out to Seth Link.
Yep. Hey, duck.
Seth.
While we're checking out the ducks, we got 3 minutes left in our power hour. And so that means all donations this hour are doubled. And that means if you donate $500, it turns into $1,000 and Joel jumps into the pool.
Yep. Hey, duck. Hey, duck, you want to say hi to Seth Link? Hey, duck. You going to donate? You're going to donate to Williams for Weekend for Williams? You're a duck. What do you have to say about that?
I think
okay.
He's ducking you.
Right? Ducks ducking you.
Yeah. Oh, we're back. We're Joel-less. He's off. Maybe he did take the plunge.
Joel's out of here.
Ah, here he comes. Yeah.
Guys, I was doing a classic bit with a duck.
I bet you were.
Duck soup.
I did a whole bit, and then I come back and I'm like, "What?" And I can't be. I'm sure I had that Joel is really dumb and proud of himself face, and I was like, it says, "Oops, lost connection," and I'm like, I did that whole bit. I was like, "Hey, Doc, you want to say hi to Seth Link?" And it's great. And then so in here I was going to go do it again. Joel, you can't capture lightning in a bottle twice.
Right.
So anyway, the pool report is the pool is here. It's ready to go. $500 right now for the next 2 minutes gets me to jump into the pool. After that, it'll be $1,000. Gets me into the pool like a fool. Oh, there it is.
Oh man, there's the rhyme. Excellent.
Put the fool in the pool.
Right.
Give $1,000.
That's right. That's right. We got 1 more minute left of power hours. Joel, we've got some more guests coming up soon, so maybe you want to get back up here so you can be part of that.
All right, sounds good. Signing off from the pool. Be there shortly.
See you
Bring
in
us a
minute.
treat.
Awesome. All right, so we'll give it another minute or so. Then we'll give you an update on where we're at for fundraising. Bridget, I'm so happy to see you. So we're just going to take a pause while Joel's getting up here. People come into your lives in just crazy ways, and Bridget just said hi in the chat, and I want to talk about just for a minute how I met Bridget. Bridget has an adorable daughter with Williams syndrome, and in a past life, I don't even want to think about how old she is right now, because it was about 10 years ago that I met you when I was in Arizona, and I was working for an organization that was pretty big into impacting the community, and I don't even remember how Bridget and I met. I think I was the regional chair at that point in time. Bridget reached out. She had a young daughter that was diagnosed and needed some support in a bunch of different ways. She was going through lots of transitions in her life, needed all kinds of support. So hooked her up with Williams syndrome resources, but also our organization that I worked for ended up like wrapping our arms around her family and going in. They had just moved into a place that they didn't have furniture, they didn't have all kinds of things. So we did this beautiful thing, like a whole makeover thing for her. It was like the era of like extreme makeover home edition kind of thing. So we did that. And what an impact it made. And Bridget, I'll tell you, I don't know if you know this, but that was really a huge start to a whole like formal program around giving back for that organization. And so that was like the first big project that happened. And truly we went from like within a couple days to having everything we needed to totally like outfit their place. And so it was at Christmas. So trees and gifts and all the things, and it was amazing. So I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well. And it's super nice to see you on here. I don't know where you're at anymore. If you can get to Buffalo for convention, that's great. Maybe reach out.
Or get to Orlando and just show up on or Melbourne.
Just knock
go to
on the
Melbourne
door.
and go to Sarah's house.
Just message me on Facebook when you get a chance and tell me how things are going. So that's super cool when you see people hop in that you haven't seen in a long time.
Right before we get our next guests in, I would like to just I was over on our chat that we are looking at now. It's we are seeing the Facebook and YouTube comments. So every once in a while, I'm trying to get over to Instagram and see what is going on. And there is a question asking, and I was going to ask Paola if she happens to know. Do you know if there's going to be? Is there any walks in California scheduled right now?
Not currently.
Not currently. So if you would like to do a walk in, let's see, Glass. If you want to, host a walk, it's very, very easy to host a walk, and we have staff that will absolutely help you do it.
Absolutely.
Every step of the way.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's bring in our next guest.
Before we do that,
I will not be saying anything.
I feel like we need to give an update because the power hour is over.
Power hour is over.
We probably should give a fundraising update.
Okay.
We should update our thermometer.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll keep talking. We are going to have some exciting guests coming up in just a minute. They're hanging out in the waiting room for us. This next hour, we're going to talk to some pretty incredible people around.
Can someone show me a number that I can put?
Correct. That's
right.
That
That is the number.
Okay. Listen, we're on it.
Sorry. Of course you are, because you're all brilliant. Okay. So keep talking. I just got to get it all ready now.
So,
is it?
So this next hour, we are going to have a number of people join us. Some really impactful volunteers and friends of the organization. We've got a sibling pair that's going to share with us as well. So we've got lots of stuff coming up in the next hour. And once again, $1,000 gets Joel in the pool. If you have a chunk of change that you would like to give us and you would like to make a request, Joel can sing and dance. If you have something that you would like to make a request with your donation, I guess what I'm saying is we can be bought. There are limits, not necessarily for him, but
please keep it tasteful.
But well, that.
Tasteful-ish.
But if you have requests with your donations, and again, still like, what is it? Like 90 grand will shut this party down, and we'll just be done. And
We'll
you're
we'll
welcome.
stay. If you give 90 grand and end this whole thing, we'll spend the next 10 minutes after that donation comes in just saying your name and praising all things about you and just saying how wonderful you are. So and like we'll do it in a way that will be suitable for framing.
you can, if you'd like to come on live, we can do that too. We'll be happy to have a chat with you about why that's so important. We should probably like do some shout outs like throughout this, like maybe pick some like do some random drawings from people who donate, all of those things.
Okay, here we go. Here's you ready for the thermometer?
Okay, here's the thermometer.
Okay, here we go. And the update for right now is it is going all the way up. It is up to $36,300.
Okay, excellent.
36.
All right.
Thank you for that. So everyone who contributed during the Power Hour, thank you all so much.
Your donations were doubled. Thanks to Dr. Gleason. Thank you so much.
All right, let's bring in our next guests. They are a brother and sister team. They are a force to be reckoned with. Let's bring them in. It is Stu and Renee Zinnemer.
Hello.
How you doing?
We're snuggly. We're sitting on top of we're right in front of our bar area, actually. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well done. I gotta sorry, I'm just noticing I still have my Power Hour graphics up. I gotta take this is this is high-tech stuff here. And we're gonna go to this guy right here. How are you guys? First of all, you just came off the Saturday Dream Team call. Am I right there?
Good. Really interesting stuff to learn.
And what did you guys talk about today?
A fair.
Like what your favorite
Affair? Like you had an affair?
Yeah.
Wow,
Do tell.
wow. Oh, okay. All right. This is saucy. We're getting the scoop.
Yeah.
Who's having an affair? What's the tea?
Come
on. People love scandal. They love drama. They'll give money for it.
This is how
I would build a three-story bookstore, and there is one.
The prompt was if you could host your own fair, your own
Well, that's
festival.
cool.
And what kind of food and attractions and like parades would you have? What would it be called?
Okay, awesome. Well, what would your fair? What would kind of things would you have at your fair?
Lots of snugglies walking around and food, of course, and play some games.
What kind of food?
Pizza, lasagna, ziti, the whole 9 yards.
Italian fair. Do you have a name for it?
Stu's extravaganza, maybe.
Oh, I like it.
Extravaganza.
Love it.
I was doing some research on Buffalo Bookstores, and I found one that's free stories.
You did. Where is it?
It's in Niagara Falls. It's called the Book Lounge.
Oh.
The Book Lounge.
Wow, I've never seen a
I don't even know
three-story
the name.
lounge.
Free stories.
Three-story lounge.
Cool.
Okay, all right.
Not only do you get books, you get instruments also.
Whoa.
Well, that's fantastic. So Renee and Stu, they are a brother and sister duo. Remind me again where you guys are joining us from.
Wheaton.
Well, Silver Spring, Maryland.
Yeah, Silver Spring, Maryland.
Shout out to Maryland. And and you guys, let's see, well, Renee, we had a wonderful conversation on the cruise last year when we went on the Adventure Seekers cruise. You so how recently did Stu move in with you?
About 11 years ago, this May.
Yeah, this May.
Yeah.
We just.
It was May of 2015 when he moved in with me, and so we've been living together since then. We had some other housemates up until like 2018. So since then, it's just been Stu and I since 2018.
And
We don't have
Stu,
any fights.
and Stu, how was that? Yeah, Stu, how was that? That moving in with your sister. How did all of that?
I felt a little nervous
Yeah.
at first, yeah. And I
Uh,
felt a little scared because I didn't want to walk inside the house and see things I've seen before and not realize that, this used to be my sleepover place anyway.
The house
Okay.
was already familiar to both of us because
Yeah.
it was our grandparents' house,
Yeah.
and we grew up, spending weekends here with our grandparents as kids. So it wasn't so foreign when I moved in, when I was able to buy the house, and then when Stu moved in too. And we're only about less than 15 minutes from our childhood home.
Yeah. You still visit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that's I love that. And so you had roommates for a while,
Mhm.
but for the majority of the time here, for the last, I don't know, 6-7 years or so, it's just been the two of you. How do oh, no, it's all right. How do the two of you juggle sort of your personal lives and lives as your brother, lives as brother and sister, and I guess and like caregiver, that relationship?
Yeah, we kind of work as a team and we look out for each other, has always been like our value and perspective on things. And we know that we both have some strengths and some weaknesses. So we help to balance each other out in that way. Like if I need to be reminded to do something, if we're out doing something and I'm like, oh, remind me when we get home, I want to do this. Stu has a really great memory and I don't. So it really helps when I get home and Stu's like, remember, you wanted to do this. And I was like, oh yeah, thank you. So that's helpful.
Shopping over to Cuddlies.
Well, if you want.
I want to show you all some of our collection of plushies that we have accumulated over the years.
Yeah, we're what you'd call collectors.
Okay. Are you so did you by any chance hear us talking about the Buddy the Buffalo plushie that will be available?
So cute. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I look forward to that. Hopefully having a place of amongst the super collection. Oh yeah, we
All
know.
right, here we go. What do we got here? Who do we have?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Those were my favorite.
Yep.
And Dinga.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That's
they have been friends with me for most of my life.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
from Sesame Street.
Taking
Yeah.
us back to our childhood right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A deep cut. Yeah.
Deep cut
so
of
Stu. Deep cut. So Stu, what do you love about those guys?
They make me laugh.
Yeah.
They're the ones that, if Reenie's not home, I turn to them.
Nice.
baby comfort.
Yeah, for comfort and
Yeah.
just like, when I come home from Thursday and it's a long day, I just want to lay down. But I have to go back to my drum kit and rehearse and do this and do that. And
Yeah, what's been nice since we don't have housemates anymore over the years is Stu can play his instruments, without worrying that he's disturbing anybody but me. So that's helpful. We have a full drum set, keyboards, gongs, all of
oh my God, look
all
at
of
this.
Stewie's favorites.
Look at the TV.
we have the live also on our TV, which is muted right now. So Stu's like looking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that. Well, that's fantastic. So, Reenie, how about you? How is I know you talked about how you guys are a team and everything.
Mhm.
How do you how is, if it's not too much to pry, how is you trying to carry on having having your own exploring your own interests? I mean, obviously we know you love your brother and you guys are a wonderful team, but how do you juggle I maybe want to go out one night, just me and some friends or whatever, or
Yeah.
versus no, this is me and Stu.
Yeah, it's just a lot of conscious effort in balancing.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that like we spend quality time together, socializing and hanging out, so that when it's time for me to go
Anywhere.
and go and hang out with my friends or my partner, then Stu at least feels like, okay, well, at least we've hung out too. So
Yeah.
it's like
There's love to just so much love to.
so much love.
We just have a love for.
Yeah.
I
There's more
don't like to be
understanding.
lazy, to be honest.
That's true.
He likes.
He doesn't like
don't
to
we
be
all?
left at home, and there's sometimes disappointment, unfortunately. But I just remind him that there's still going to be times that we get to spend together and hang
We
out.
always have fun. I don't often like lazy days, to be honest.
I know.
Mhm.
He likes to go out and do outings. So if like I'm busy doing an outing with my friends, or if I'm having a day where I just want to be a homebody and not do anything, it does take a little bit of conversation to understand.
To cox me, to.
Sometimes he'll win. He'll convince me like, okay, fine, we'll go somewhere, and sometimes I'll convince him. So it's just like a constant.
I don't mind being,
It's a constant effort of balance, I find.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and you wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't trust each other, explicitly.
Yeah.
So that's,
Like a lot of reassurance is what we talk about too. That like there's enough love and attention for everything that we both want to do.
Yeah, I don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it, but I feel the stress part is, it's like, I'm just wondering what I'm going to be up to
Mm-hmm.
when I'm all by myself. It's like, I'm in the backyard, or I'm up front sitting in a referee, or, mom or whoever's with me,
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you love to read your books.
I do, yeah.
And play your instruments, and of course, like Stu loves the Zooms with the dream team, and also the gang. What's it called? The social club.
The
Social club.
So that keeps occupied, and we have other like social programs in person that are local to us that we participate in. Our synagogue community always has social events, and there's like always things.
Yeah, there's
to
a
do.
barbecue this Friday.
It's usually just a matter of like coordinating our schedule for the week and figuring out like what days are Stu and I going to spend doing things together. What day do I want to spend doing nothing? It just takes a lot of constant coordination, but
Yeah.
eventually like it works out because I feel like we
I'm
really
not putting
put
you
the
under
effort.
pressure.
No, but I feel like we put in the effort
to do what we need to
do what we want to do. And if one week, one of us isn't doing what we want to do, then the following week we try to make sure that the other person
I remember when
gets their way. We
we
compromise, and then we
didn't do
balance.
anything during the pandemic. Remember?
But that was different.
We didn't do
circumstances.
anything during the pandemic. I just sat in my room.
I mean, that
Yeah.
was circumstances.
That's what everybody did.
Yeah, that's what we all did.
We don't have to do
So again, Rini, if you don't want to talk about this, I totally get it. But the last time you and I chatted, you had talked about, and this might have even been on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
You had talked about, the importance of, of like when you're going out dating, and you're very upfront with like, no, Stu is ride or die. Like, Stu's my brother, and it's if you want me, you got to, he's on, he's got to be on board.
Yeah.
And now you just said partner. I guess I got to know, Stu, did you vet the partner, like whoever this mystery person is? Did you did you sign off on it? Are you getting along with them?
It was a little bit, I was a little bit conscious. I was a little bit scared the very first time I met him.
Okay.
Were you protective? Were you protective of your sister on that one?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little bit. I was trying to convince myself that this is going to get, and I could tell he is a. I don't even know. There's something missing. I don't know what it is.
Oh, oh no! Oh, I didn't.
Take back this question.
Yeah, can we rewind? I'm so sorry.
Like when I wake up and I hear them giggling, it makes me want to giggle.
Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Because we love when you giggle with us.
Yeah.
That's important. We have to be able to giggle
Yeah.
all together. And just last night, I was talking to my partner, about this new restaurant that I want to check out. And I was like, but we also have to take Stu. And he was like, yeah, of course.
Of course.
And it was like, that just is so reassuring.
It was a restaurant that was a restaurant.
It's under new ownership with a new menu. Yeah.
Really?
So
Always
it's just
important.
an example of like this partner is very, he understands the ride or die.
And that's awesome. I'm so happy.
That's me.
Yeah. And sometimes if Stu needs a little reminder and more reassurance that, again, there's
I could always call her. I have her.
Yeah, he can always call me if I'm out, not home. And our mom is really supportive also, to remind Stu when
There's
he's
time
feeling
for
a little-
everything.
Yeah, there's time for everything. For sure.
Well, very, very cool. That's I love that. And thanks for letting me ask such a personal question. But I got so
I'm
excited.
kicking him under the table.
I got so excited when you were, because you were talking about dating on the last time we were talking. It was awesome.
How many questions do you have? There's another question.
Yeah.
Changing gears.
Well, I did want to ask. So, Rini, you've now been helping out with the sibling support group, and with the Dream Team calls and working with our older adults with Williams syndrome. So, first of all, thank you for that.
Yeah, it's been
awesome.
so fun, like hanging out with them, getting to know everybody.
Yeah. And so can you talk a little bit about the sibling support group and some of the siblings that you have met
Yeah.
through that?
Shout out to all the siblings. They're wonderful. It's been a great time when we can get together on Zoom and just talk about whatever's on our mind and offer support or just a place to vent and listen. It's really helpful. Share resources if there's, any help with that. Stewie's still giggling over at the other TV. And it's just such a great group of people. Varun is awesome. He's the host of the sibling Zoom, and there's Anne and
That was good.
a handful of others that are like regulars.
I was gonna say, I was gonna from the data that I see, when I'm looking back at everything, it looks like there's like a core group that tend to show up every month, and that's really exciting. That's really cool to sort of be able to connect like that.
Yeah, it is really nice to like see the familiar faces, and I'll be looking forward to like meeting some of them in person at convention.
Yes. So all you siblings out there that maybe you're not free on the nights that we have the sibling support group, there will be a sibling get together at the convention so that you can all connect and hopefully share. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm terribly sorry, Rini. There's a whole thing going on in the comments where people are really, really want me to do stupid things. And I don't. Yeah, normally I don't need encouragement on that, but thank you, John. Also, really quick, want to do a shout out. We have someone joining us from Sweden right now. That's awesome. But yeah, we have Bethany. Yes, pie in the face. If you want to pie me in the put for $100, I will absolutely do that. Let's see. We have.
I'll match the gift if I'm the one who gets to do it.
There you go. Okay. Well, unless we don't know. Does Bethany, do you need to be the one to put the pie in my face? Let's see. Tayden is going to give $500 for me to hop around like a bunny.
Amazing.
And say, I'm hopping like a bunny rabbit.
Yes.
He'll do it.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Tayden, I mean, I don't want you to have to give up $500 of your own money. So I'll do it for $50 from you, Tayden. Just from Tayden, because I know Tayden's a friend. Don't any y'all just come out of the woodwork and expect that I'm gonna be a silly fool for $50. So I'll do that. I'll do that. Why don't I bring in another person who has been working with our fantastic adults with Williams syndrome. Fantastic, dear, super. Thank you. Taden is joking. I called him on it. But, we have Darcy Wolf joining us from New York. Friend, yay!
Hi, everyone.
Darcy, what would be at your fair, Darcy?
Gosh, I didn't get to stay on that question because I couldn't get logged in for some reason today.
No.
I was kicked out early. If I had my own fare, just a lot of fried food, a lot of cakes. Yummy.
That's why I got to get you to come to Camp WSA. Because there's all sorts of fried food.
Any Southern.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be in camp with fried food. I've done that.
Just kidding.
The fried food in camp is never a good thing when you're in a dorm.
I'm gonna put them away.
Oh, you're gonna put those plushy friends away?
Yeah, because they need a I think it's time for their
afternoon nap.
Your nap now, Dinger?
You and me both, plushies.
And then we have a song, a little ditty.
Yeah, that'll be made up.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I mean, make sure. Let's see. We're gonna showcase you here. No, we certainly don't want to showcase us. Hold on. Let me drag you over. Boom. Okay.
Here, let's move these out of the way.
Put them in their nap.
Both your hands. Okay. And then what you guys can see off screen is that there's a tong drum. Do you want to pick it up and show them? Okay.
This is one of the many instruments I play with.
Cool.
Yeah, so you know where to go. Okay, ready? And a 5, 6, 7, 8.
We are Stu and Beanie, if you please. We are Stu and Beanie, if you don't.
That was great.
Oh, that was so great, and the perfect length so we don't copyright infringe. Oh, that was awesome. Well, Stu, Rini, so unbelievably happy that you could join us today. And real quick, last words from the two of you. Just give a shout out to anyone you want to give a shout out to, and also, if you wouldn't mind telling people why should they give to the WSA.
The WSA has the best people, the best friends and resources, and helps out with whatever needs people have with Williams syndrome related.
I want to give a shout out to Chuck Elevens and Ring Rescue for supporting me for over 41 plus years now. And every time I go to Chuck Elevens,
it's a music store.
It's a music store. And every time I go in there, the keyboard department is definitely the first room I go to.
Your favorite. And shout out to our mom.
And Mama.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama.
Gotta shout out Mom.
So that's you guys live together. You guys have lived together for a lot of years. But so how? This is total left field like speculation, but like how was it for your mom to have Stu move in with you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, was there a period of transition for her?
It wasn't scary. I was just like, okay, Mom, I had people come in, to help me move the furniture. And when they did, I had to get in the car and probably follow them up to the house.
Yeah, literally when we moved in. And then as far as like transitioning and getting used to not having you living at the house with, at our time, both our parents, Mom and Dad, I think we still were hanging out with them a lot. So they would come over, we'd go over there, and we would still see a lot of each other. And there was just a lot of communication about reminders, like what it's like to be a grown-up, and the reminders of, taking care of ourselves and our hygiene and preparing food. And like Mom has always helped with like making sure that Stu has, the meals, either like pre-made meals or
Lasagna,
buying
sherbet,
ingredients to like
Slurpees,
cook meals so that
whatever it is I want.
yeah.
Well, I have a question though.
Yeah.
Because Stu, you said you weren't really scared, but was Mom scared that you weren't there anymore?
Maybe she was probably a little nervous. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say she was nervous.
I bet you were.
Is that Mom in the chat? What's your mom's name?
Sharon.
That's Sharon's in the chat. Hey, Sharon! Woo! Sharon, we'll have to have you on sometime. Maybe have you on the podcast or something, because I would love to hear about that transition. If you'd be willing to talk about it.
Shout out to Sharon.
Yeah, I love that. Well, Stu, Rini, thank you all so much. I'm so happy that you were able to hang out with us for a bit.
Thank you for having us.
Oh yeah.
Tonight at the party, Stu.
Oh yeah, Stu, don't forget Social Club After Dark tonight at 9 p.m.
9 o'clock.
I know.
9 p.m.
Time, but
Yep,
you can have your pajamas on.
It'll be very drowsy, sassy Darcy, because it's past her bedtime. But it'll be a good time. All right, Stu, Rini, thank you so much, and we will be talking to you. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thanks, everybody.
I will be appearing at the convention with some other friends of mine. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
See you at the
We
convention
will see you there
with Buddy the Buffalo.
Woohoo! So hey, Darce, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys holding in?
Hey, we're good. It's already 4:30. So we only have 5.5 hours to go.
Pizza,
And-
coffee, donuts. No one's delivering yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Weirdly, it's like a podcast or a social club. The time kind of flies by.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so we're having a good time. Darce, just for the people who haven't had a chance to meet you, I mean, you've been so wonderful and helping me out with the social club calls now for like maybe like a year.
For a year.
Yeah, and
you can't get rid of me.
yeah, no, nor would I want to.
Not a chance.
Yeah, and you've been helping out with the Dream Teamers. You volunteer at Camp Blue Skies. So a lot of people in our community have gotten to know you in different realms and different experiences. But can you just remind people a little bit of how you came to be part of our community?
Joe made me.
All right, asked and answered. So anyway, no.
Just kidding. My husband's cousin has Williams syndrome, and 3 years ago, this is I think our third year. I keep messing up if it's 3 or 4, but she posted on Facebook she was going to camp, and I got very excited because I always wanted to go to summer camp. So what do you know? They needed volunteers, and so I jumped in, and now. A couple times a year. I was supposed to do 5 this year. Hasn't worked out to 5 because life happens for all of us. And so I did the one in March, and I'll be doing 2 more in October. And then, you just kind of asked if I'd jump in on a couple calls, and it's a lot of the campers are on. So for me, it's reunion time and fun. So.
Yeah, getting to work at Camp Blue Skies. I've been fortunate enough to be able to volunteer there for the last few years. Sometimes as a counselor, sometimes as a cabin, just a person in the cabin. But yeah, when you get on the same team as Darcy, you buckle up because the train ain't gonna stop, and it's a blast.
Good. I had to think that because I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Not.
Well, I mean, look, over the last couple of days at camp, we were at Sarah and I and Laura were at teen and kid camp at Camp WSA. And, we talked about, we were talking a lot about finding the people who match your crazy, and so.
Thank you. I think so.
Yeah. Meeting you, I was just like, oh, this is, yeah. this is one of my people, and I think one of the people that this would be that. So it was a natural fit to try to drag you
along
and secretly try to get you more involved in stuff.
Well, I'm not screaming about it because I get to I'm ADD, so I'm really hyper, and there's not a lot of places in the world that's accepted and okay. But guess what? WSA doesn't mind it. They say bring it, and so the more hyper and weird and wacky ideas I come up with, you guys seem to go, hey, well, that could be fun.
Yeah,
I have gotten back down a little bit when I get like doing dog walks and whatnot, and trying to convince you that we should. You do have to pull my trains in a few times and go, Darcy, this is not safe.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It sucks because the conversations that we have, that you'll shoot me a text going, hey, do you have some time to talk today? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And so then we chat, and you're like, okay, so this past weekend, and then you'll just go on like you had a surge of ideas, and they're all great. It's just some of them are just like, man, okay, that would be awesome.
The idea of high wire walking was not a great idea.
Yeah, and it was like that. Well, that would be cool, but the death part might get in the way of the convention. And but volunteering, so I just the fact that you have a direct connection in your husband's cousin. But it's become more than that. Can you talk a little bit about like what you've touched on it a little, but like what you get out of volunteering and what
I'm a people person, and I know a lot of people say that, but I collect people. I kind of don't let you go once you're in my world. We may not talk for a year or two. Camp has started to connect me with so many people, and most of my closest friends now have Williams syndrome. I have several. Tim Yoder is one of them that calls me or texts me almost every single day just to say, how are you? Just, how are you? And I don't have a lot of my, what do we call them, tabs? Temporarily able people don't call me all the time. So, everybody else's world gets really busy, but it seems like my friends from camp, they don't forget. Like I literally, there's a thing I do at camp when I have my group. I get everybody's email and I write a card to every single person that was in my group, and my address is on there. If you write me back, we're now pen pals. And I have like 4 of them that have kept it up, that not every week or every month or maybe every 6 months, but you'll get a card, Christmas maybe or whatever. And so always back and forth. And it's just, for me, I love having friends, and I feel like I have a lot. So it's definitely more joy for me than probably it is them.
And if you're watching this, if you come back later this evening, you can join us for the social club late night extravaganza to end the evening.
Yeah, I forgot. I wish we would have said this last week. We should have all been in pajamas by then, because I certainly had some fun ideas. We should have done like a pajama late night.
Well, I didn't bring my nightie, so that would have been.
I'm sure we could have come up with something.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Just real quick, I locked in on this, and because I probably also have undiagnosed ADD. You said temporarily like TAPS, temporary
temporarily able bodies.
Temporary able bodies.
My brother has MS, and we got involved in a lot of accessibility stuff, trying to make sure the doorways and whatnot. He moved into an apartment. If there was a fire, he couldn't get out safely. And so I had to get an automatic door put in. And going through the fire inspectors and everything I had to go through to get it done, I ended up speaking with a woman who said, we are all eventually handicapped in some way or another. Either you can't hear, you can't see, you can't walk, you can't move. So we're all temporarily able bodies. The rest of us who think we're normal are on our path to be disabled eventually in some way, shape, or form. So,
right. And I like that. We should be thinking, I mean, what would this world, let us wax philosophic as we are approaching the halfway mark of this first day. And what would the world be like if we all looked at things through the lens of, hey, we're all temporarily abled bodies, and at some point we are all going to need accommodations.
Until I started working with my brother, again, in a wheelchair, steps never bothered me. Why would I ever think twice about a doorway that you can't get through? Things like that never crossed my mind. Now I am an advocate. I like see things and go, wait, you guys have to change this door. Like, not my business. Boy, and my big campaign is White Lines Matter. That's the thing I write everywhere, because I can't tell you how many people park in just slightly over the handicap line.
Oh, yeah.
That screws me every time because I can't go
accessibility parking.
Wheelchair out. So I have to park him somewhere else, and then we have to walk in the rain. And, so I am the person that leaves not nice notes sometimes on your car.
So now, if you're listening to this, just in general, no matter where you are in the world,
White lines matter.
If someone leaves you a slightly salty note, go, I bet that was Darcy.
It could be Darcy. It's possible. I do it in a very polite way, though.
That's true. Yeah.
That's my other theory.
Yeah, or just don't park where you're not supposed to park.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And you're going to be coming to convention this year.
I am part of this Dream Team Fun. It's been entertaining. Again, I have now a whole about 50 new friends, a whole other segment of the Williams syndrome. But I am also very cool about holding babies. I keep insisting if there's a place crying babies need to be held, Darcy needs to be the one doing it. So volunteering.
There you go.
I think Jen and I talked about a baby booth.
Yes. Jen Keaton and Darcy want to just have a baby booth where people can bring their babies.
Just drop your kids. They may not be here when you come back. We won't either, but
yeah, make sure that you put a tag or something, some identifying mark, because Darcy and Jen just want to hold it. They're not.
I find them with us all day long.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Well, Darcy, anybody that you kind of want to shout out? I mean, I know you said
I'd yell out to the whole Dream Team, but we have said that a few times. I don't know if any of them logged off and logged on to us back in here to see us, but I love our social club. Boy, we have a good time on that. That's
yeah.
It gets a little rowdy and silly and fun, and it's kind of hanging out with adults is a good time too.
Yeah. Well, I can't thank you enough for spending a little time with us. It was great to have you on with Renee and Stu, and just thanks for coming on by. And I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry. What?
No, I said absolutely. We'll see you all at convention.
Absolutely. Yay! Woohoo!
Buffalo.
All right. Take care. You're the best.
I think I know how to leave.
Okay. So that's just, look, we had a nice little run of people joining us there. All people who are giving and are stepping up to do wonderful things for our community, and also and they're getting stuff back from it, and that's and that when we've talked about this a lot over this last week with camp and with some of the parents there, and it's something that comes up frequently when we're either all in a meeting or we're all in little one-on-one meetings or something. It's that thing of when a person with Williams syndrome comes into the room and the whole energy of the room changes, and in just often the coolest way. It's something where people are just it changes. It's hard to, whether they're in a good mood, a bad mood, whatever. It's just something where you're like, you certainly never, if you've never met a person with Williams syndrome before, and you meet somebody for the first time who has Williams syndrome, it's hard not to just be like, man, okay, wow, this is maybe. John, can you talk a little bit about that? About when your first Lifting Lives camp?
Yeah, it was it was magical, really would be the word that I would. It was a week-long camp at 2005 at Vanderbilt, and I was there to just do some filming for the Kennedys. I was supposed to just get a few hours. I spent the whole week. I mean, I basically moved in with them, and it really sort of I say magic. It just I felt like the time together. It was an instant bond. Nobody was playing games. Everybody was supporting one another. Everybody in that group, everybody loved music and making music together. And that was really the hook that brought me in 21 years ago. And I had a company, and I'd worked with, over the years, I've worked with 100 different nonprofit organizations. And Williams Syndrome has always been, deepest in my heart. And that was, I attribute it to that first group. And then just along the way, when I get on Facebook, for example, I get hello, and it's almost invariably I have a few people with Williams reaching out to me, and so they've become friends, and it's just been a big part of who I am. So
that's fantastic.
Awesome.
All right, gang. Well, we have reached 4:45 p.m. Eastern time. We are coming up on a very special guest, Robin Pegg, one of the our educational consultant. She's helped leading our new knowledge network. She's going to be on to come and talk about some exciting things that are that have just been launched. We talked about the family network earlier. We are going to talk about the knowledge network now, and Robin's been a big part of that. So we are actually going to cut the feed just for a little bit so that we can reset all of the connections and stuff, because Instagram is kind of, at least on my end, hopefully you all are seeing it, Instagram has been a little glitchy for me here over the last hour. So I just want to reset the feed, and we're going to be back in 15 minutes. So, all right, everybody, take care. And we will see you back here. So we're not going away. Just go to the bathroom, get yourself some water, go stretch, give it a good stretch. Maybe run around the block if you need to, but then you can come right back here and join us for Robin Pegg and other special guests. We even have some wonderful guests coming in the WSA headquarters, Orlando edition, coming up shortly. So, all right, we will see you in about 15 minutes.